Hello, Internet. How are you today? Uh,
Howdy.
Once again, I'm joined with a big
Oh, oh,
snake of the Internet. Yeah, don't worry. It was a bit fixated at the start, but it's okay. And today we are going to talk about the VTubing world because some stuff happened recently, and I thought that it would be a nice and interesting thing to talk about VTuber in general, but better off with a specialist of the VTuber world in the person of
I
Rosa
wouldn't
Gini.
say that.
It depends. Depends on the mental states.
I wouldn't say I'm a specialist. I just work here.
Just walk here.
Sir, this is a McDonald's. I just work here.
You know, like you're in a supermarket or something. Oh, do you know about this chainsaw or this stuff or blah blah blah? I don't know. I just walk
I
here.
I just work here.
Yeah, but you are more knowledgeable about this than me, for sure.
Hmm.
Like, there is no debate about that, and yeah, I thought it was always something that it needs to be done. That when you are talking about something, at least try to know the stuff you are talking about. So in that case, I
Mm-hmm.
I invited you.
Houseman.
For a bit of a roundup and to know a bit more about you for the people who don't know you that well, can you tell a bit more about you? Like, how many times are you doing the VTubing thing? What company are you working on, etc., etc.
So, long story short, I am Rosa. I've been doing VTubing since January of last year. I originally debuted under the Haven X company, and since then graduated from Haven X and then was rebirthed as a part of Lucid, which is a different company.
Oh yeah, I saw that the company Lucid Dream, I
Hi,
think.
Catherine.
They are
Yo,
they are preparing something like there is something going on in the backstage.
huh?
Like they prepare something like an announcement or project that is going on. I thought I saw something like that, or maybe it just happened and I missed it. I don't know.
Well, yeah, I joined their company. That was
Oh,
like back in September.
oh, okay.
Yep.
I thought it was
Um.
something more like a video game or something.
Well, that I don't know.
Yeah.
Um. But aside from that, in the like month between me being Rosa for Haven X and me being Rosa for Lucid, I also you see under my name it says Rosa slash Ginny.
Yeah.
I also made a new character for myself, which I'm just gonna incorporate into Rosa's lore or Rosa into her lore, I guess. Um, but that's a whole different can of worms for a
Yeah.
few months from now, probably whenever I have my
You
redebut.
have so many different personality, and here on the plus it better. Yeah. So this is the interview we did. I think it was last year or something.
Yep.
When I showed my face at the time, and yeah, it was interesting to talk with you about what you are doing, etc. And you talk about a bit about the VTubing world, but we are going more in depth today. But yeah,
Okay.
if you want to check the entire interview I did with Rosa, I will give the link in the chat. But just be prepared because this is my personal record for the length of an interview. This is more
It
than
was very long.
6 hours. 6 hours.
It was very, very long. Some added note, that interview was done the day before I left my previous company. So I did say a lot of things that I probably normally wouldn't talk about just because I knew that it was my last day. So it's quite good. Do enjoy it.
Yeah, I wasn't aware of that, but apparently this is a bit of an emotional moment for you. But I wasn't aware of that at the time. Yeah, because
Pretty great.
we won't talk about that, but it wasn't a nice ending or send off or something. We are not English. We are not going to talk more about that. But yeah, it was not in the best circumstances. That
Oh no, it was great. My
oh
opinion. It was great. I was in a very lucid state of mind and I was able to kind of talk about whatever I wanted, which was very nice.
Oh yeah, but I remember that you
So
were a
it
bit
was great.
sad, and yeah, there was a bit of problem and stuff like that. So, but
Yeah,
yeah,
it was okay.
okay, okay. Either way, we are not here to talk about that. We are here to talk about the VTubing world in general, and just for the people who are not familiar with my channel and the way I do my live stream. When this is an interview, so when I interviewed Rosa on the thing you saw previously, it's mostly the person I'm interviewing that is talking. Now it will be a bit more back and forth, bit of a conversation, like thinking together. So I maybe say some stupid shit. Just bear that in mind.
That's okay.
But yeah, so yeah, let's get started. And thank you for the people who are here in the chat. I saw some name I know, like Base Ape. I saw Alain Sural, which is a French person. Ouais, I will speak in French just one second for this guy. Je suis
Mhm.
très content que tu sois là, que tu sois venu me dire ça, Alain. Voilà, si j'ai pu t'aider, c'est très chouette. So yeah, it's someone who follow my French video about autism, and apparently I help him a bit, so I'm happy about that. I saw also Ardent and yeah, some other guy I think I saw some time ago, like Marku and stuff. So thank you very much, and Callum also. Thank you very much for all of you being here. So let's get started. Um, so between the time I interviewed you and today, that I was like, let's do a podcast about VTubing. I did a bit of research, and I saw that, at least to my opinion, the VTubing world is growing more and more, specifically these 2 or 3 years ago. And for
Yeah.
example, like 5 years ago, the vast majority of VTuber was mostly Japanese speaking people. And now it's a bit more common. There are some English speaking, Spanish speaking, also even some French speaking about this. What's your opinion about that, and how this is now that it's going, it is getting some traction?
I think it's a good thing. You know, it's like the market for VTubing is becoming basically global, and it's but you have to remember that VTubing isn't really anything super super special, right? It's just streaming
No.
with an avatar. It's
Yes.
nothing unique, realistically speaking. People have been streaming with avatars for forever. It's just we have now the technology to have a more expressive avatar that, obviously with tracking technology and stuff like that being more common, can, move and stuff like that. Um, but yeah, I think it's just something natural. I think you're gonna start seeing VTubers probably more and more and more. It's still a fairly small industry. Something I always talk about, like people are like, man, like VTubing is so what's where they use it? Like, oh, it's so saturated. So many VTubers now. Blah 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 blah. It's it's not that it's not that big. It's
Mm.
really not. When you think about like big VTubers, like typically I think about like I think of Gura. I think she's the biggest one on YouTube. And she has what, like 4 million, 5 million, somewhere in that ballpark?
Gura is
What's she at now?
the shark girl, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, like you compare that to like YouTubers. And how often do you come across a random YouTuber doing some random like weird type of content? You check he has like 10 million people watching, right? It's not. It's like VTubing is still a fairly small thing. It's still growing, and as it grows, it just becomes like a common thing. People start to realize it's nothing super super weird, and I think the reason why it comes off as being like a very strange thing is because of how it started. It started very much like an attachment to the like idol industry
Mm.
in Japan, which is an entire other like thing.
Yeah,
Too
yeah.
many VTubers like saying there's too many podcasts. Exactly, yeah. Like it's just a style of content. It's not necessarily like a unique thing.
I'm researching. Oh yeah, this is the one that I thought is the most impressive one. I will show it to you. It's the Code Miko. I'm sure you know about her. So this one is very impressive because she has an entire suit and entire software
Mhm.
dedicated to the thing, and you see it's, oh man, it's Technology-wise, it's just massive. It's
Yeah,
massive.
I've seen it before. I don't watch her a whole lot, but I have seen her stuff, and I'm just like, dude, like that stuff's like wild.
Yeah, yeah, the same. I don't watch
Like
her, but
at what point, like at what point does it stop being a VTuber and start just being, well,
I don't know.
that, you know? It's like that's a little bit that's a whole nother level.
Yeah. And
It's just
apparently
mocap.
she work it's like it's her suit actually that she help code and develop and stuff like that. It's almost like a prototype or something, like a
Yeah,
secret
it's super cool.
experimentation.
That's mocap the same way that they do it for like video games.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep, yep.
At what point is it gonna be like where like you're just gonna sit in front of a screen? It's like I want to be
Mm.
Kratos today.
You saw the movie oh fuck, Ready Player One.
I've not.
Yeah. So I will just show quickly uh Uh, so this is the character like in real life, like in the actual world they are living in, and when they go in
Hmm.
the game, they go like in actual video game. Like it's what all of us envision and fantasize about MMORPG back in the days.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah,
So
it's definitely out.
it's something like that. Like
Demystified.
yeah, it made
I
me
just want to
think
make
like
notice
that.
something real quick in chat. So Mystery Bear brings up a really valid point. I think the oversaturation has less to do with the totality of VTubers and more that the ratio of VTubers to VTuber audiences. One of the like biggest problems that I feel that like VTubers have is branching out into like the rest of the YouTuber sphere, right? So obviously, like when you think of a YouTuber, you can't really narrow that down to any particular genre, right? You can't really go like, oh yes, like the gaming VTubers, the 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 gaming YouTubers, the podcast YouTubers, the documentary YouTubers, the politics YouTubers, the YouTuber for everything, right? But it all falls into the same cloud.
Mm,
VTubers, even though they all have really within them different genres of stuff that they do, for example, I like playing games, right? There's some VTubers that focus on different things. They all kind of cluster into the same little ballpark rather than branching out, and they typically only really make friends and hang out with other VTubers, which I think is like one of the biggest faults with this sort of like style of content is that people seem to think for some reason they can only really make friends with other VTubers and like
yeah.
collab with other VTubers. I
Gonna
don't.
we're gonna speak more about that later on, but yeah,
Mm,
you can still go on and give your
yeah,
thought.
I was gonna say like I don't know how many other VTubers you've interviewed on here, but
Oh, just you.
I typically I typically don't see VTubers doing this sort of thing, right? Um, Arch now has interviewed. I think he interviewed Koa, and I think he interviewed Tomoe. I don't know if that happened,
I
right?
don't know.
But I was the first like VTuber to like do an interview with Arch, right? Like when V rated me, he brought the idea of like doing like an like a like showing up on a podcast with regular YouTubers. I was like, yeah, this is great. It's a chance to kind of branch out into different audiences, right? That normally wouldn't really follow VTubers.
Well, to be honest, for the VTuber thing, I just watch you and sometimes some funny clips that YouTube is the YouTube algorithm show to me. One I very like is Iron Mouse, and also to be honest, now that with the Pikame controversy happened, I quite enjoy some of the thing that Pikame does. She's very wholesome. That she's very
I
yeah.
I've never watched Peekaboo.
Yeah, well, it's okay.
When the whole thing happened, I think Umbra sent me a he sent me like a Twitter post or something, and I said, "Who's Peekaboo?"
Well,
By the way,
she's one of the
You're right.
biggest one, to be honest.
Deer brings up a good point. A lot of the like bigger VTubers do collabs with some IRL people.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the thing that we're talking about like very few and far between. When you look at like your average VTuber over on VTuber Twitter, who do they hang out with? When you think of like the VTubers that like we're friends with typically, right? Who do most of them typically collab with, right? They typically will only collab with other VTubers, and I do this too.
Well,
For the
this
most
is
part, I
a
collab with other VTubers.
this is a thing that was talked about. I think I saw a small like report or something about Calliope, which is one of the VTuber I will mention later on in the podcast. But she has
Mm-hmm.
a very strong personality and opinion. She doesn't mince word
Mm-hmm.
anything, and I saw a report saying why some people hate her because apparently some people really dislike her. And I think she's from V Shoujo, and
No.
there is thing that is
Uh,
about V Shoujo more than her herself.
so
Yeah.
Calliope is not from Vishojo.
Oh, sorry.
She's from Hololive.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I may mix things up. Sorry.
No,
But
you're
yeah,
good.
she's not appreciated, and one of the things that was talked about it was that she did collab with other person than VTuber, and sometimes when she does collab with other VTuber, she's like a bit. She's not as energetic as the other VTuber because to be honest she has so many other things to do and sometimes she's tired and she wake up late and stuff
Mm,
like that. So apparently yes, some of the VTuber audience like to stay in their own bubble, you know.
yep.
Well, it's a theory of mine. So but yeah, I saw things or two about that. It's a bit it brings some question, to be honest. Hello, Mr. Bier. Thank you for coming again. One of my usuals.
Yeah.
um,
Townsend brings up a very valid point. And he says, VTubers tend to confuse VTubing as a genre rather than a presentation style. So they think they should stick within their genre, but they're actually rejecting a lot of those in their actual genre. Exactly. They like a lot of VTubers seem to think that VTubing is like its own like bubble, right? It's like this thing. You end up with as Bear calls it, the imaginary VTuber community. And the reason why you always see so much fucking volatile behavior in the VTuber community is because you have a clash of a bajillion different fucking genres trying to use the same presentation style. Nobody fucking owns the presentation style.
yeah, and what you are saying is for the few VTuber that I try to watch for the podcast with you today, and you said they are more or less in the same ballpark of style and interaction and what they bring to the table as an entertainer. And yeah, they are
Mhm.
sometimes almost copy paste. The only thing that changes is the voice and what the person like someone like sharks or I don't know insects. Another person is more like music or video game. There's only a so minute thing that change from VTuber to VTuber sometimes.
I mean, that's not too different from like regular people though.
Yeah, I know, but when you are doing, you are going so strong into bringing your own avatar and all, it's a bit of a paradox that so few things change from VTuber to VTuber.
Well, it's just because a lot of people are similar.
Maybe.
A lot of them have similar interests, they have similar likes. A lot of people typically act similarly. I do think that I get what you're saying. Because there is definitely a certain style of acting that is a lot. You see this a lot in voice acting as well. When I used to work voice acting, me and Koa used to laugh about it all the time. Um, but you have the very like traditional. There's a very specific style that just kind of works and everyone kind of buys into. And VTubing does have something like that as well. But that
Maybe.
typically falls more into the idol side of stuff.
Yeah, maybe. And this brings me to another main topic that I wanted to talk about is that um, from what I've seen, most of the VTuber are quite wholesome people. They just want to have fun, laugh, smile, share their passion, and there is a bit of naivete sometimes in their behavior,
Hmm.
even with the more rough personality like you or Kailope that I mentioned. Is it part of the VTuber activity, or is it, as you say, like the type of person who gather together in the same center of interest. Just the shy, cute, funny Japanese character on the screen.
So I think that inherently the average person that wants to be a VTuber typically doesn't want to show their face. They don't want to do their makeup in the morning. They're typically a shyer person than normal. Even myself, with how brash I am, Like I'm a pretty introverted person. And I think that definitely plays a role into what we see, which is a lot of people that kind of act that way. Because a lot of them are that way.
I'm not
That's
shy.
why they're doing VTubing in the first place.
I'm just lazy, and when I put the camera, it distract me.
Right. But like that's what I'm saying. Like a lot of people are like this inherently, and that's why they make it their entire character. You actually do your camera sometimes, right? Some VTubers
Um,
don't do their
I
camera.
I did in the past, but now I don't do anymore. But it's more because again it distracts me, and if I have to show my face, I have to have good lights and stuff, and it blinds
Yeah,
me and
exactly.
not comfortable. But I'm not shy of showing
Some
my
some
faces.
so some VTubers feel the same way. They're not
Okay,
shy about showing their
okay.
face. They just don't want to do the work. But I think the grand majority of them, I think if I say grand majority, I say just general majority
Hmm.
of them typically are of the more introverted type.
Yeah, it's possible, definitely possible. And if people want to see my face, here it is, my glorious beard and face. Yeah, what's that? Anyway, you are happy now.
Mhm.
This is one of the rare photo I think I'm actually good looking on it.
Yeah, look at the picture.
How much do you rate me, Rosa?
Ah,
This is the moment I will cry.
okay. Being completely objective and separate from my sexual interests, I'd say an 8.
Oh, cool. I'm happy.
Like, if I wasn't gay, yeah,
Nice. Nice.
8 gives you a 9.
Man. Yeah, I know, but it was for the fun of it. I don't care, honestly. It's just that, as Rosa said, it's entirely accurate that I don't care about showing my face. It's just that it's a hassle. It's uncomfortable, and
Yeah,
I wasn't actually aware of that some VTuber has the same thing. I was under the impression that it was mostly like they are very shy and like they are scared and so some stuff like that, because some of us some of the people in the VTubing community are like that. I think Iron Mouse again, that is very
most
very
most VTubers that have done face reveals that I've seen are fucking hot. Like in the IRL, they're fucking really attractive, but they're just not confident in themselves typically.
yeah, yeah. What
And
are
then
the
there
what
are
are
some that just don't like to do the work. That's another part as well. Like, dude, I don't want to fucking like I have a hard enough fucking time showing up when all I have to do is shower and fucking like join a call. I don't have to set up this fucking stream. I have to do shit today. I just had to fucking show up, and I still showed up half an hour late. Imagine like if I had to fucking like do my fucking makeup and shit. Like, bro, fuck that.
Yeah, what are the VTuber that you saw as a face reveal?
Dude, that'd be a long list. I'd have to like go through them like Twitter.
Okay.
Like they have every now and again they have the IRL versus VTuber like trend or whatever. It comes around and people start posting selfies.
I think the most of that you show, I think, was a thigh or something.
I've never shown a picture of my thighs.
Ah, or leg.
I
Yeah,
took a
maybe a leg.
picture. No,
Uh,
but no. I took a picture in a maid dress one time, and I took a picture of me after I got a haircut. I didn't show my face. I've never shown my face. And oh yeah, when I got my fucking silicone boobs, that someone in okay, I need to give context.
that's starting. Here we
There's
go again.
there's a pair of silicone boobs in my closet. Somebody who goes by anonymous uh sent me via my throne, which is like it's a system for like sending like anonymous gifts basically. Well, not anonymous gifts, but like sending gifts without people knowing your address basically. Um, they sent me fucking silicone boobs, so I took a bunch of pictures while wearing silicone boobs.
This
Where
it,
can we find that pic? Asking for a friend. They're on my Twitter. You can probably
It
find them.
doesn't
A lot of times
surprise
you have
me.
to surf through. You have to surf through lots of honestly pretty fucking base takes, if you ask me. But you will eventually find the booby pics.
Is it the one that you try to put the most tight clothes you found, something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the clothes aren't even that tight. Like, okay, one of the shirts I put on is tight even when I'm not wearing those boobas. But when I was wearing them, it felt like I was being suffocated.
It doesn't surprise me coming from you. I remember seeing a very old YouTube short that you did with Evanex, and it was something. I tried to find a Rosa butt plug or making a Rosa butt plug something, and
What?
yes, yes, I remember that very
Oh,
vividly.
yeah, that's from like my birthday stream.
I
I think
think.
that's still like the like when you show up on my channel for the first time, that's the first thing that shows up is the like edit of that stream. And it's me talking about fucking trying to get a Rosa tail butt plugs.
With the famous thick Rosa mouse pad. The honka
Oh
donkas bonkers.
yeah, yeah, it's massive. Everything I do is big.
What's what you said that you're going big or you're going home, but you're already home. So I don't remember the quote, but something like that.
Either go big or you go home, and I'm already home, so I gotta go big.
Ah, yeah, that's it. Thank you. It's funny because you are one of the most degenerate people I know on the internet.
I am not a fucking degenerate, okay? One of my colleagues is the most degenerate person I know, probably.
Which one? Which one?
Nay.
I don't remember the name of the
Buy
person.
Rosa's feet sandals, right? That's true. Chat. The Booba mouse pad that I'm talking about, they're available on my store, as well as feet flops. Do you know what feet flops are?
I know, unfortunately.
You do know?
Well, I've seen what you did with it, so yes.
Do you want a picture to show chat?
But I'm searching for the actual website of yours.
Oh, it's fuck. Hold on. I have it available. I'm sure. I can
I'm
find
trying
that.
to be nice and give chat the means to buy your amazing product. So
Hold on, wait. I'm gonna send you a picture of the feet flops just to buy time.
yeah, it's exactly what Mr. eBay said. Rosa is not the most degenerate, but she's up there, definitely.
Fine. Nays Degen Pong indeed. Exactly.
Hello, Maureen. Welcome
Hi,
to the
Marie.
Vtuber World.
Howdy. There you go. I sent you a picture. You can have fun with that
Yeah, yeah, sure.
picture of the feet flops.
Yeah, yeah, I've seen that. But don't you have the website?
I'll find the website now. You can
Yeah,
you
yeah,
can
yeah.
give chat a taste of the feet flops first.
Enjoy. So you can purchase this.
Yep, those are available to purchase.
For all of you
I
feet lovers. I remember also a short you.
accommodate to my people.
Yeah, so this is the website. Perfect. We'll scroll a bit through it together. I remember that you said something. So the feet meme has so many layers that now you actually like feet.
No, that wasn't me. That wasn't me that said that. That was someone in my chat that said that.
What's my kink is? Yeah,
Can you read it?
yeah, yeah. My kink is consensual sex with someone I love. Yeah.
Please be patient. I'm Floridian.
Rosa Flatmouse. Yeah, I remember that. I remember that. Oh, so
Read the
so
hat. Read the hat. Read the hat.
which one? Which one? Which one? MILF?
That one. Yeah.
Man, I love actually. Ah, yeah, the towel. Oh, this face is so fucking scary. I hate it. I hate it.
If you ever want to dry yourself on that face, you can.
Oh man, Trim, thank you. A super chat for thanks to Trim. Sorry for
Hey,
not
good
being.
job.
Thank you for not being able to watch the live stream. Watching Conan with some friends, based very good movie, and also packing for tomorrow, going back to work on the ship. Yes, have a nice one, Trim, and thank you for the super chat. You are great, and I try my best to make you homosexual with me.
I showed my dad the towel of society I bought, and he just about fell over laughing. I'm glad. That makes me happy.
What does that
I like
mean?
getting surprises like that.
Sebe Pati Floridi.
Uh, it's the please be patient. I'm Floridia. Oh, sorry,
Okay.
I'm Floridian, but zoomed in. And so now it sounds like it's some sort of like it sounds like it's some sort of like Latin script, but it's actually just fucking retardation. It's just me being an idiot.
I thought it was like Spanish or something.
No, no.
So yeah, this is what Rosa has to offer.
Yep, that
Enjoy.
that is that is my new merch store. The Lucid plans to have an official merch store in the near future, but my meme stuff will stay here. I will always make dumb meme shit because I find it funny.
Yeah, me too.
And hopefully you
Uh,
do too.
Wandering Elseman say also the notebook is legit good quality. Apparently, someone
Oh
bought
yeah.
one of your notebook. I think maybe. But yeah, it's honestly cool. And I think about the notebook,
Anyone who
it's
rubs their body with that face is the kind of person I don't want to encounter in a dark alley.
yeah. If I'm not mistaken, the notebook is the one with Hellfire Metalworks, and I think it's part of your lore as well.
Hmm.
It's like the
I have
forge
multiple
of your
notebooks.
character or something.
But yeah, Hellfire Metalworks is Rosa's smithing company.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I thought it was something like that. But to get back to the topic, I talk about some of more like rough personality in the VTubing world, like you, Calliope, and a few others. Um, is it something common, or like is this some very special individual that have a more strong personality?
I don't think it's super uncommon. I think you just don't see a lot of stronger personalities typically kind of grow. Cause I'm not gonna lie to you, it's not the easiest thing in the world to keep up a strong personality like that while you're like surrounded by people that are constantly like getting angry at you for shit, like the dumbest
Yeah.
fucking shit. Um, and so it's very easy to kind of like try to soften up a bit for people, and there's nothing wrong with that either.
Yeah,
But
because
I think that's why you don't see it as often,
Because
personally.
aside for you and Calliope, I think I never saw one that sometimes not fuck you to the audience, of course, but like as more like strict and rigid boundaries or something. You know what I mean? That is
Hmm.
directly set up some limit and say this is okay, this is not, etc. Most of the VTuber I saw were like very friendly. Like you come to the stream almost to be with a friend. There is of course the other type that is a bit more lewd sometimes. I think it was one that I thought a bit funny was like Shy Lily or something. That has a killer whale as a
Hmm.
animal something. She always says something like womp womp. I don't remember the name of the girl, but yeah, yeah. But yeah, there is this kind of archetype and like more strong personality. Yeah, I think it was a bit more rare, and I bet that it might be difficult sometimes because the if I refer to your experience and what you do on Twitter and something, it's very hard sometimes to keep you cool and not snap at some shit stupid like, especially with the what you did.
I snap at things
Yeah,
constantly. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with me, but it's just not built into me to let stupidity slide. Like when I see people being fucking stupid and they're being stupid on such like a fucking scale as like thousands of people are like, yeah, this makes sense. I'm just like, no, it fucking doesn't. You're a fucking idiot, and here's why.
Oh
Like
yeah,
I just,
thank you. Wondering there is also Pipa that was very strong also.
oh yeah, that's true. But yeah, as Mystery Bear puts it, I have a very fiery Latinx temper.
Do I need to kick him, Rosa? Do you want me to?
No, it's fine.
Yeah.
But
I
yeah,
know you hate
as
the
I said
Latins.
before, personalities like Roses tend to get stamped out when part of companies, and indies are always struggling to exist. Yeah, so like they do exist. They're just typically like the ones that exist are typically smaller, and the ones that do get bigger tend to get a lot of backlash.
Thank you,
And
Trim, again. Thank you.
most of them will break under that backlash. That's just the way
Uh,
it is.
just to honor the super chat from Trim, appreciate both of you. Rosa is best neck indeed. We watch VOD later. Hope we can do the Berserk stream together sometime in late spring, summer.
Yeah, we gotta do that.
I think I will plan something, and if I cannot bully Rosa into taking part of it, I think I will ask for my friend Florian. But yeah, it was at least organized for me, Rosa, and Trim, and I will try to bong the snake into submission. If I can.
Me.
I think Rosa should be a snapping turtle than a snake sometimes, yes.
Aye!
Yes,
Aye!
snapping turtle are cool.
So the archetype of snake that I based my design around is called a red racer. At least that's like the nickname for them. And so the thing about red racers is that they're not big enough to be constrictors, and they're also not poisonous. Well, they're not venomous. But they're still very aggressive. And what they do is that they kill things by just biting them over and over again until they stop moving.
I will show.
They bite and they shake like a dog. That's me. That's me for real, for real.
Yep. So this is the snake in question. I didn't know this kind of snake.
Yep,
But
it's
yeah,
one of the few snakes that are red, like actually red.
If they are not constrictor and they are not venomous, they are kinda useless to be honest.
That's what you'd think, but no.
Yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
they're basically like they're pretty much harmless to humans because like they can't poison you and they're not big enough to kill you. But the way that they hunt is that they bite onto things and then they start shaking around to try to like tear.
That's very unique among snakes.
Yeah, that's me. They're fucking fast though. That's true. They're fast as fuck.
This
Them
one,
boys fast as fuck.
this one is very very red and looks like your avatar.
Yeah, a lot of them are actually like really really red.
Western Coach Whip. I think maybe another name.
Yep, that's the actual name. But yeah, that's the snake I kind of based my design around.
Oh, I think this one is eating a lizard, I think. Yeah, I see the legs and the tail missing. Yeah, maybe he's eating a lizard. No, I didn't call Rosa useless, but in the snakes world, if you are not actually a constrictor snakes and you are not venomous, you lose most of your advantage as a snake.
It's true.
But yeah, Executor said so. Snapping turtle and that far off. Yeah, actually, yes. Oh man, but yeah, to finish the topic of the strong personality time among VTuber, you said that it's not easy, and you mean that sometimes you don't want to be like snapping at stupidity, or like it's difficult to maintain the tough image, or
Well, so that's the thing. It's like at the end of the day, like you don't want to actually piss people off, you know? Like
Yeah.
you don't want to like piss off people that are your friends, but sometimes your friends are fucking stupid, you know?
Yes.
And it's just like it's really hard to kind of find that balance where you're not being like a complete fucking asshole. Cause like at the end of the day, like like at the end of the day, you are trying to like be a chill fucking person, trying to make friends. Um, but like when you're a bit more aggressive, people will kind of come at you over the stupidest fucking shit, and it's just like grow up,
Yeah, but
please.
I thought that
But
maybe you might be scared of the reaction of
as
your.
you get bigger, you typically get more pushback. That's just the way it is, right?
Mm,
You're bigger, and so people, and it's not even because like because people usually think like if you're smaller you're gonna get more pushback. No, it's the other way around. If you're bigger, people will push back because you're less likely to fucking shit on them specifically.
yeah, yeah.
And so that's why you get just lots of like people being like, this person, grr. It's like, but it's because they know they're not gonna get any attention. They know
Mm.
they're not gonna. The person isn't gonna like come back and be like, hey, fuck you. Like in particular, random dude on the internet. Um,
But
but yeah, like that's just kind of the way it
what you
works.
said, I thought that maybe, and it might be more accurate for the big VTuber that sometimes you don't want to have authentic reaction sometime when something is pissing you off because you might be the target or something. I think it's not the correct word and how to say it, but that your company, your boss might be like, hey, what did you say this at this time in this situation? You know what I mean? Like maybe you are not entirely free to be yourself in a way.
For a lot of companies, that's the case. Yeah.
Yeah.
My company specifically, they have rules that specifically say that they're not allowed to like censor me.
Mm.
They can request me to hey, can you like tone it down? And sometimes they do. But like I cannot get in trouble for it. Like
Yeah,
that I contractually and like I cannot be reprimanded for
that's nice.
speaking my mind.
That's nice because I didn't follow actually what happened. This one I'm sure this was with V Shoujo. It was a guy, Nexatura or something like that. A big drama with a guy that stained the name V Shoujo. I didn't
I have
get
no
it.
idea.
Yeah, that's okay. But I didn't go into depth about it. But what happened is like he was maybe a bit betrayed by the other colleague of the company and the company itself. And I saw that when you are speaking your mind in the VTubing community, it's actually a risk of losing one, your company, so your job, and two, your audience, because most of the V Shoujo audience was very mad about it. And so it's like there was a schism, like one side for one
Hmm.
person and the other side for the other person. So I think that sometimes in the VTubing world, when you are like you breaking character in a way, this is always a risk.
Huh.
Oh yeah,
I
thank you, executor. Yeah, the Nox thing. Yeah,
Nox thing last year.
the Nox Taku.
I
Thank
have
you.
I have no idea. I have no idea what happened. I don't know.
You want me to give you a link?
Uh, honestly,
Yeah, you don't
I
care.
think I'm
That's
better off
that's
not
okay.
knowing.
But for the
There's no point getting like angry about drama. Like,
no, no,
grr,
no,
I'm
no,
gonna make
no.
the Twitter up then revive this like year-old fucking thing I don't care about.
No,
You
no,
know,
no.
like I get it.
It was in case you were interested, but here it's more for the for showing chat what we are talking about.
Just remember, if you don't make a character, you can't break it. True. I when I make characters, I'm just for D&D as well. I like to make sure that the character is a character that I can like identify with, and I can comfortably be myself as, if that makes any sense, right? Because I don't want to feel like I'm just acting on the fucking screen the entire fucking time, right? And there is some level of acting that goes into VTubing, no matter what, right? Like there's some level of acting that I'm performing right now. But I'm for the most part I'm me. I'm being very genuine, right? Like I get to just be me on screen. I don't have to worry about like the semantics of very specific things. Hello?
Yeah. I'm listening. I'm listening.
Oh.
At the same time, I was making sure that chat saw the what I was showing, and there was also Aden to say, "Oh, sorry for taking time," and I was like, I was about to answer him, but yeah, of course, I'm listening to you, and it's correct what he's saying, the Mr. Ibe, that if you are not someone else than yourself, you don't break your character. But I think this is also a big part of the VTubing job, is to somehow make a character that the audience
The other
can.
we showed you how auditions they were getting impersonated, and a few peeps got swatted. Nux was amongst those. Had made a video about it, and Yan had meltdown on Discord, and shit hit the pan. A meltdown about what?
What are you reading?
Executor. What executor said?
Okay,
I'll tell you what happened.
okay. Yeah, it was a big drama, and I didn't actually understand what happened, but I know that Nux was fired more or less, and there was a drama like he felt betrayed or something. I didn't go full into it, but yeah, it was. My point was that if you are yourself in a way in the VTubing world, sometimes you expose yourself to some danger, some big problem, and losing your job and support and blah 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 blah. That was what I was getting at.
Yeah.
Because if I'm not mistaken, I think that Nux was trying to warn the company or something, but at some point he was blamed for the whole thing, and yeah, there was it was very confusing.
Huh.
But yeah,
Helmsman and Arden bring up many streamers like many streamers, presentation is typically a slight exaggeration of the actual personality. Yeah, exactly. Like I'm a fairly loud and aggressive person in the real world, but I'm also like a bit more calm.
oh yeah, I remember that you post a picture that illustrates yourself. Like one side was like "fuck you, I don't care," and the other side like "I'm sorry that you are sad."
I'm
Like
asked if I find avoiding stage fright,
yeah.
performance anxiety, by the character. I do. Yeah, it's a I've never been the type to really have super bad stage fright. Like I've always worked best under pressure.
Mm.
In school, for example, for projects, I can't tell you how many times I've had this happen where like I always take the least work required for like one of the parts. I'm like, what's the smallest, easiest part? I don't want to think about this too hard. I don't give a shit. And so I do that part, right? And then presentation day comes along. Nobody can fucking present because everyone's fucking retarded. Um, and then I do the presentation on a thing I haven't even fucking read about. Like I'm very very good under pressure, and then like being like on stage and kind of like doing that sort of thing. I'm a very good show person, just naturally. But I'm also very introverted, and so like having like the VTuber avatar kind of be like a costume essentially I can throw
Yeah,
on and be like, yes, but it helps.
yeah. Everyone in the entertainment industry, will it be like me, writer, or you, VTuber? In the end, we are all just monkeys to dance for the audience. In a way. It's a very black pill point of view, but not false. By the way, Rosa, are you afraid of growing in popularity and maybe have some backlash because of your opinion and etc.?
Am I afraid of growing in popularity? Yes. Am I afraid because of backlash? Not even slightly.
Can you explain?
I'm I'm afraid of growing bigger and like losing the ability to like communicate with individual people the way that I like to.
You mean
I
in
don't
chat or your friend?
both.
Both. Okay.
Um, I like especially chat, right? Like the people that I hang out with, like the Discord, the people that like I talk to in chat, right? I could individually be like, "Oh yes, I'm responding to this person, hello person," and like answer your question, and I can have a dialogue with chat, right? But when chat's moving really fast,
Yeah.
like, and you're just kind of doing your thing, it's not as easy to
Yeah.
like have a longer conversation without everything being like a fucking like ADHD trip where you're constantly going back and forth between different topics.
Yeah. It's not the same
Unless you're like in
interaction.
everything. Yeah. it's not the same interaction. You kind of lose that individuality of chat. Chat becomes this amorphous blob, and it becomes a lot harder to kind of interact with people individually. And even if I do go out of my way, like I only have so much time,
Yeah.
right? Like even now, I have a hard time responding to all of the DMs I get because my DMs are open. Anybody can fucking DM me. Anybody, and I will answer. I will like 100% answer. I will have a conversation with you. I have debates with some of my viewers sometimes over DMs. And like I enjoy doing that. I enjoy interacting with individual people and getting to know the individual people in my community and building like an actual fucking community, not what people refer to as a community, not just a following.
Oh, by the way, if I'm
Actual
correct,
community built.
you don't like refer to your audience as fan. You call them homies.
Yeah, I have a hard time using the word fans. Because like I don't just see them as just like a fandom. If that makes any sense. I don't see them as just like again this like amorphous blob, right? I see them as individual people, and so it makes it really really hard sometimes. And I think like that's one of the things I worry about getting bigger and having a not being able to do that anymore, having those individual discussions and conversations with people. But as far as the backlash, dude, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a shit. I feed off of that stuff. Like I will use it as fuel, quite literally.
Sorry, I was answering to Alden. By the way, thank you, Alden, for being here, uh,
Yeah.
hello to Stormy too. She's a girlfriend of Alden. But yeah, I totally get what you mean, and it's a bit sad because I know. Well, I will not say private information, of course, but in a way you kind of need want to grow yourself and be more successful and be able to be a full-time VTuber as a job, you know, getting money off of it
Mhm.
and not having a food job as I could say. And the same time, what you are describing is what will unequivocally will happen if you grow in popularity. So it's like you don't want it actually, or like you are afraid of it. There's some conflict in you, Rosa.
It's yeah. It is a constant internal conflict. On the one hand, I'm happy where I'm at. On the other hand, I know that if I want to keep doing this like as a profession, I can't be happy
Mm.
where I'm at. So it's like
Uh,
a constant internal struggle.
and I'm sure that maybe most of VTuber are in the same position as you, because we talk about the big person like Iron Mouse, Pipa, Womp Womp Girl, I don't remember the name, and many others, like the big agency also like VShojo, Hololive. This person make banks like I don't know, maybe $100,000 per month, something like that. But for the most part, the VTuber are like you or even less successful than you.
Hmm.
I'm sure you know many small VTuber that are like, please notice me, senpai, give me a contract with the big company.
Yeah. No, like it's true. It's why like oftentimes I feel like I'm like man, like I should be doing more. I need to grow bigger. Blah 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 blah. And then I fucking like I shut myself up. I'm like you're a fucking idiot. Pat myself in the face. Like be happy with where you're at, because most people don't even make it this far.
Shy Lily,
Right.
thank you.
This is a conversation I had with Jazz a long time ago. Good year ago at this point. Right after the hype of my like debut with Haven X, my growth slowed down a lot, right? That's just how it is, right? You have like the debut hype and then everything kind of slows down a little bit. And I was around like I want to say like 6,000 subs on YouTube. And I was being a little fucking whiny bitch about it. I was like, oh, like my growth is slowing down. I'm not entertaining enough. I was really getting on myself about it. And Jazz was just like, can you shut the fuck up? And I was like, what? And he was like, well, I'm sitting here with my 600, okay, and I'm like, I need you to shut the fuck up because I've been here for like
Yeah,
3 years.
this
And I was just like,
is
shit.
Rosa YouTube channel, almost 12,000 subscribers. So yeah,
But Jazz really put it into perspective for me. Like, a lot of people don't get that immediate
yeah.
success and then slow down. A lot of people don't get that immediate success at all. It's just the entire time is that slow
Do you know
pace.
how many subscribers I have, Rosa?
Uh, I don't know.
uh,
I don't typically look at those numbers. I'm
I'm
completely honest.
almost 1,400, and was like,
Oh no!
there is a bug in the matrix. I don't understand, and I never thought I would achieve this kind of number. But yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that because I'm jealous of you or anything. I'm very grateful that you are able to do something of yourself, and you are
Mm,
successful in a way, or at least in some way. But you are true. To put things in perspective, when I wanted to make my art book, unfortunately, this didn't succeed, but it's not the point. My artist, so the drawer, asked for 9,000 euros to make all of the art of the book. It's a big number, but put it in perspective. It will take 1 year for the artist to make all of the art, the all of the pieces. So in one
mm.
year, she will have 9,000 euros as a salary. It's nothing.
Yeah, that's a lot.
So yeah, you are true that 12,000 subscriber, it's nothing. It's not enough to make a living out of it.
It's not. It's not. But again, like even then, like it's like I like after having the conversation with Jazz, I realized I was like, dude, I can't be looking at like at anything over 1,000 even.
Mhm.
And being like man, I'm failing. Because I'm not. I'm just
No.
yeah, I'm not. I'm not. Right? And like to say that would be to like to just be a complete asshole to everyone else who's been trying and trying and trying for years, putting in their effort, right? A lot of them work harder than I do, and they haven't gone there yet. They haven't gotten their big break yet, you know?
Mm.
And so it kind of really put into perspective. Um Currently, for how much I stream, I make the equivalent of roughly like $5 an hour, which
And
is
you are not happy with your company like Lucid Dreams?
oh, I'm very happy with my company,
Yeah.
but my company doesn't pay me. I get paid based off of the same way that like you do, right? Off donations and stuff like that, and
Okay.
ad revenue. Yeah. And so what the company does is that they provide me services, right? They help me with actually getting content out and doing my stuff. They provide me with editors. They provide me with managing help, right? All this really cool stuff they give me an opportunity to do, and then in return they take a cut of what I earn.
Yeah, it's like
That's the way it is for most VTubers.
a VTubing company is like it's like a disc company or publishing house for books or something like
Yeah,
that. They
kind
help
of.
you promote
Similar.
stuff. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Because
And
the
so,
way you said it, it was like you preferred your time and what you experienced with Evrard, your previous company.
yeah. The Bruce company was a lot of the same stuff. They just had different ideas.
Okay.
Let's say. But I know I'm super super happy with this company. But I'm just kind of putting it into perspective, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like $5 an hour. When you compare that to, say, for example, minimum wage where I currently live,
Yeah,
minimum
you are
wage
in
is
the
currently
US.
$11 an hour.
Yeah,
Well, I'm in Florida
you
specifically.
have to
Every state has
specify that you are in the US
yeah.
because if you are in Europe,
Every
$5 is okay.
every well, that also depends on where in Europe you live.
Yeah, yeah, of course.
So every state has a different minimum, right? Where I live in Florida. The minimum is 11.
Yeah.
So, and especially specifically where I live, because I live in one of like I live near the big M, the big Mr. Worldwide's home. All right. So the area that I live is fucking expensive. I'm talking like California expensive. Minimum wage in California is 15. So I have to be making somewhere in the ballpark of 15 an hour, maybe a little more,
And
probably around 18
does
an
that
hour,
does that
right?
mean that you are searching for a new company or like you hope to join
Oh
another one in the future?
no. What I'm putting into perspective is that I have to make a good like three or four times what I'm making currently to
Yeah,
actually make a career of this, of
yeah.
what I'm doing, right? But most people that are doing VTubing haven't even gotten to $5 an hour yet. Like
Yeah, and I'm sure that maybe most of the it's a theory of mine. Most of the VTuber don't English. Sorry, fuck. Most of the small VTuber are not even in a company.
plus, being in a company is besides the point.
Mm.
Like that's completely besides the point. Again, I'm not being paid by my company.
No, but I'm sure that if you will not join a company if the company don't see some worth in your work and stuff like that. So you don't join a VTubing company if you are not talented or you don't have potential. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yes, yeah.
It's still I'm betting it's still
That
somewhat of an accomplishment
that's
to join a company.
that's part of it. At the same time, it's also not.
Okay.
Because you see a lot of streamers that aren't in companies. For example, Shaylily. Shaylily is a massive streamer. She's not in a company.
Oh, I wasn't aware of that.
Yeah. A lot of the bigger, like a lot of the big streamers aren't in companies.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, like you don't have to be in a company to become a big streamer.
I
For
wasn't
example,
aware of that.
when I got picked up by Haven X, I didn't have any experience streaming. I had never streamed before. I wasn't a VTuber beforehand. I just did voice acting.
Oh yeah, you come from voice acting, you yeah.
Yeah. So that's part of it, but also like has nothing to do with what I'm saying. The point I'm making is that like oftentimes I feel like, oh man, like I need to get bigger, but at the same time, like I'm pretty happy with how much I've grown in a year and like some change, right? Because like going from $0 streaming to $5, that's a pretty damn good raise. $5 in a year.
Yeah, it's maybe I don't know you that well personally because I consider you and I at least somewhat of a friend or at least internet friend, if you don't
Mhm.
take umbrage of that, because I quite appreciate you and all. And I see yourself as a well, not a model of success, but to me you are a big person. You're like, oh, Roza, she's a star and all. But
I
uh
don't feel that way at all.
but and I see myself like oh I gain like $3 a month with my YouTube video and my books are not selling and all and etc. But yeah, if you look back maybe like 2 or 3 years back, yeah, it was zero. So you have to in a way
Yeah,
have
you have to really
confidence
put
in
a.
yourself and all and yeah.
Like again, like there is growth, right?
Yeah.
Like even if it's not the super fast growth you expect when you like join one of like the bigger like more major companies and stuff like that.
Mm.
Like growth is growth.
Yeah.
And again, like you have to think about it that way, right? Like I worked at I worked for 9.50 an hour in the same position for 2 years in my day job, my former day job, right? And then after 2 years, 2 years was when I finally got a promotion and a raise, and I went from 9.50 to 13. So
Nice.
just to do some quick maths, that's a $3.50 increase, right? So by comparison, right, in the last year, I've essentially gotten a raise, quote unquote. I've gone from making $0 an hour to making $5 an hour. That's a pretty damn big fucking raise
Yep.
compared to the how long it took me to get. And again, only a year compared to how long it took me to get that fucking $3.50 raise, right?
Yep. And
And so, as much as it feels like I obviously can't do this as a full time job yet, it would be really dumb of me to say, oh, like I'm clearly not growing. I'm gonna stop doing it. You
yeah,
know?
no, especially again as someone who consider you a friend and all, I think you have massive potential in the VTubing world and even YouTube entertainment as a whole. And I think you definitely should continue, but also at the same time understand real life obligation, work, and your personal situation.
Hmm.
So yeah, and it's always a risk to lose your real job for like an internet job. Will it be art or
Yeah,
streaming or something? And speaking about growth, Alden Paddy in the chat is also a good example. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, Alden, but I think that he went to from 0 to 300 subscriber in a year or year and a half, something like that. And I
yeah,
remember when I start watching him. Nowadays, I watch less because I have way less time. But he had like 70 or 80 subscribers, and when he reached 100, it was like, oh my god, I have 100, thank you. But yeah, it's the same. It's growth, and now he make actual thumbnail and all, and 201, yeah, 201. It's something.
yeah. Like it's you have to really kind of pat yourself on the back for those accomplishments. You gotta remember, the majority of people, right? They don't like. There's a lot of people that fucking get into streaming and they're like, oh yes, you have this like grand idea of like I'm gonna become a streamer, I'm gonna get famous playing my favorite games and blah blah blah. And they're kind of there for a while and they don't really,
Yeah,
like they don't experience the same growth that you do. You have to really kind of look around you and just kind of be appreciative of like
yeah.
what you get, you know?
Um, Before going to the next topic, I wanted to do a short showing a bit of short clip from Shy Lily because we talk about her, and I think you have to know her before before like knowing more about the
I
VTuber.
Yeah, I don't know a whole lot about her.
She's very lewd.
Oh,
Hello, I'm Stinky.
should I be able to hear this?
See?
Yeah,
I
if you want.
stink. I will.
I can't hear it.
I will. My dinosaur blowhole spray.
Should I be able to hear this?
I
Yes.
think yeah, if you watch the stream and Discord.
I can't hear it.
Not the push door. What the?
So yeah, that's.
What? What was that? What?
But yeah, that's basically Shy Lily, and most of the time she does very lewd commentary and jokes and stuff like that. And if I remember
Okay.
correctly, one of the things she said was if she has some sponsor one day, the sponsor might risk finding that she's been railed by three guys or something.
What?
Yes. I don't remember the exact context, but yeah, she's kind of lewd. That's the point. And
Okay.
yeah, you put out the poop soup or Harriet. I don't know her exactly. If you have some clip or something, you know what? Because you will not be able to give links. So exceptionally, I will give
I think
you.
Shelly once said that she's German. Yeah, she has a bit of a German accent.
But yeah, she's kind of lewd. That she's one of the most well-known VTuber. But she's the archetype of what I said. Sometimes VTuber that is a bit like sexy and sometimes on the yeah the cute sexy side of VTuber because there are many of them. I think she's one of the best examples. Anyway, so well, I think I will cover that on another section. But to refresh my memory a bit and to have your take on it, so many people in the VTuber work with an agency, and so it's like a boss, a music record company, or publishing books. But what is exactly the deal with that? Because you explain a bit that sometimes they have a right of checking what you are doing and all, but is it like very restrictive, or is there many agency like you who give you like a free reign of whatever you want to do?
From what I know, most of them are pretty restrictive.
Yeah. And it's what kind of restrictive are we talking about?
Well, typically it's the stuff like what you can post, what kind of stuff you can talk about, stuff like that. For example, like Haven X had a lot more rules than like that I had to kind
Oh
of
yeah, I
follow.
remember what you said about the
And
chat, like you cannot talk about anything outside of what you are playing in game or something like that.
yeah, like there was rules I was supposed to have and stuff like that. I very often broke them, and for the most part, Haven X kind of gave up on me.
Oh yeah.
But no, yeah, we had a rule that we weren't supposed to talk about like like real world music or stuff, something like that.
Hmm.
And I missed that, I guess. So during my debut, I talked about real world artists' music that I like listening to. We also weren't supposed to do any collabs for a certain amount of time. I kind of forgot. I did a collab with someone the night of my debut.
Oh, okay. Where to go, Rosa? Where to go?
I yeah, I give them a tough time. But yeah, I've been pretty lucky with the agencies that I've gotten, and none of them have like kicked me out for the sort of stupid shit that I do. But like for example, if I was part of like Niji Sanji, I'd be out.
Hmm.
I'd have been kicked out by now.
Oh yeah, this is also a big one, yeah. Oh yeah, there are two questions for you, Rosa, before we go more in depth about the agency and company. I didn't ask you a question I was wanted to ask you. Um, is there a market for male VTuber? And I think you said yes, but I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
absolutely. Yeah, most definitely there is. Um, if you look up the Niji Sanji, like male, I forgot what the fuck their male gen is called. Those guys make fucking bank. Those guys make a stupid amount of money.
Yeah, so I
As
tapped the name.
much, if not as much, if not more, than some of the female talents. And that's because like there's a whole fucking market there.
Yeah,
There's
because
an entire fucking market there.
Most of the VTuber are
Yeah,
women, so
yeah. I will say, yeah, if you do start doing VTubing as a male, like as a male character, if you're starting fresh, you kind of start with like a debuff. You, it's hard. It's the same thing for voice acting. Um, yeah, you do kind of have like that like male debuff. Um, but no, yeah, there's absolutely a market for it. I'm actually planning on tapping into that very soon with my changeling character.
mm. Yeah, I think you talked about that. That one of your
Hmm.
like
Yeah.
because your character is like schizophrenic or like multiple personality disorder or something like that, and one of your
Um,
yeah
she's a changeling,
yeah
but yes.
but yeah, one of your character you wanted to make a male one, I think.
Yeah. So with the for example Gini, right? The redebut that I'm planning for later this year. She's a changeling character, and her whole concept is obviously that she's a vampire changeling. She's kind of lost her mind, and she has a bunch of different personalities. But to start off with, because I plan on having more models in the future. To start off, I plan on having a female version, and a male version of Ginny. So Ginny and Jin.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah, so Gini, she's the PNG you had like the girl with the long nails and all that one.
I can actually send you a link to that. You can
Yeah.
put it on screen for a little bit if you want.
Yeah, I think I saw
Uh,
it. She's the like in mostly in black clothing.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then Jin is just gonna be like the male version of that. What the fuck is wrong with my mouse?
And there was another question, I think.
That was weird.
Fuck, I think I lost it. Ah, let me check. Oh yeah,
Here,
the
you can throw this on screen if you want.
okay. The other question was like, what is your what kind of character music do you like? Because you talked about music.
What kind of music do you like? Oh,
Yeah.
I typically so I like listening to rap a lot just because I myself like to write rap. And I also listen to a lot of rock mainly. But I aside from that, I do like all types of music.
Yeah, so this is the other
Ah!
thing. I will switch just for a tiny bit.
No! I'm being hidden away.
Yes. In the corner.
Right.
Just for
Yeah.
a tiny bit. So this is the other, like, this is Rosa explained to me, this is the other kind of VTuber you find sometimes. So it's a succession of PNG picture. As you can see,
Yep.
she moves, she have like expression and stuff like that. So this is the 2D model, and the other you saw
This
was
is
the 3D.
this is basically the same thing that Kibbs does.
Yeah.
Hmm?
But yours is a bit more sophisticated.
No, it's the same.
Yeah, but
I'd argue actually his system is a bit more sophisticated because he had Disco basically like manually code everything. But yeah,
okay.
it's the same thing. It's just a GIF basically.
Yeah, but I found that your character is more like more different picture, more position and stuff.
Oh, it's just 'cause I added the hand.
Okay, but
I think it's
this is more or less what I want to have in the future with my my little character. By the way, I'm still waiting for news from your artist.
I saw. Oh yes, the message.
No, it's
The one
okay.
that is supposed to scale and Rosa actually is, as Rosa actually is. Yeah, yeah. So this is the design for Ginny, which I have a model in the works for currently, and then there's also like a male version. So yeah, but there's absolutely a male market.
You want to go back to Rosa?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Where'd I go? Oh,
Yeah.
I'm in like
The,
super low res. Give it a
yeah,
second.
the pixel will go away.
I'm becoming uncrunchy. I'm currently biblical Rosa.
So
Me too.
so about the company of the of VTubing and all, I mentioned earlier like some controversy that that we had that someone had with VShojo and stuff like that. And you said that most company are a bit restrictive. So is there like a problem or like an abuse of some company, like something like that, or should
Hmm?
someone be aware and vigilant about joining a company?
By joining a company? Yeah, don't join Wachter.
What? I don't know this one.
I feel bad about putting Wachter on blast, but they've done it again for the second time, where they've straight up doxed one of their talents.
Oh,
Yeah, just don't 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 join Wachter. Save yourself the trouble. Give yourself fucking standards. All right. At the end of the day, there is like nothing that a company can give you that you can't do for yourself. It's just really fucking helpful to have it. You know? Like it helps a lot. At the end of the day, you can always find your own editors, you can always find your own people to do stuff for you, right? Etc. You can always like do stuff on your own. Just takes more effort. So just that's something to always kind of remember. You don't need a company to grow as a VTuber. You don't need it. It's additive. It's assistance
mm.
basically. Like having like a team, right? A lot of YouTubers when they get bigger, they'll hire people to help them with production and stuff like that. They'll organize a team. Same sort of fucking thing.
Yeah, because some people who know even less than me about VTubing, sometimes they compare the VTubing world to the idol world in Japan or Korea, and some of
Mhm.
the problem and yeah, so some of the controversy that go with this particular field, and I'd never encounter like massive big example and problem in the VTubing, except what you said about this company and the guy from Dishojola Tuxanok something. But yeah, is it because I'm not aware of the field, or is there like very much actual horror story and problem in the company of VTuber?
So Mystery Bear brings up something very very important that I actually kind of want to talk about. there was a stream put out by a VTuber named Terumi Koizumi that talked about the dangers of black VTuber companies, specifically the one that she was a part of, but also some other general stuff. So, yeah, there are things to worry about, right? Not all companies are fucking great. But I wouldn't take anything that Terumi put out with any manner of like actual reason. Because one of the companies that she talked shit about was 4V, which is the company that I joined.
Hmm.
The company I joined of my own volition, I should mention, after leaving Haven X, the company I'm currently a part of. That girl has issues. But again, there are actual, like, legitimate reasons to be concerned
Oh
and stuff like
yeah,
that.
for we
You
changed the
want to look
name
at
to
different
Lucid
contracts.
Dream. Yes, I forgot.
Yeah. 4V changed the name to Lucid. But so the Terumi apparently she was gonna be a talent of Lucid. There was some drama, some backstory there.
Okay.
But long story short, if you don't got the talent, you don't fucking cut it. Right? Don't be a bitch about it. But yeah. But yeah, like there are actual like legitimate things to worry about, right? Like it's the same as joining any real job, any company, you know? Like you are gonna be signing a contract and stuff like that.
I'm eating a biscuit once again.
Ree! Now you're making me hungry.
You have chat that sometimes pay you food.
Chad, get me food. Actually want to get some water.
Seriously. It's always killing me when you say someone give me food and 5 minutes later someone sends you a bag of groceries.
Ree, I'm hungry.
You are always hungry.
That is my thing though, isn't it? I'm just a fucking I'm a void.
Yeah,
food.
in a way you are an actual snake. You just open your mouth and gulp the food.
Yep.
And food goes nowhere, disappear.
Yep, poof. Very, very poof. Yeah. I like to joke a lot about giving my chat the girlfriend experience whenever I ask for food.
In a
like,
way,
you know,
yes.
All right, that's what it is. All right, if you've ever wondered if you've been single for a while and you kind of forgot, or if you've never had a girlfriend and you don't know, that's how it works. They just go, hey, so can we go get Dairy Queen? hey, look, there's a McDonald's. You know, I'm kind of hungry. Do you think maybe we could stop by and get some food? Oh man, would you look at that? I left my wallet. You wouldn't mind, right? that is the real girlfriend experience, not this fucking bullshit the other VTubers are feeding you, okay?
Seriously, you doing the voice so well that what for 1 second I thought that you were you are actually my girlfriend asking for food. Because I had one like that. I had one like that in the past.
That's how they are. They are. Honestly, I didn't remember her mentioning 4V. It's been a year, but her Ember Glow company she's a part of critiques seems like they would have been pretty valid. Yeah, I remember what critiques are. I don't want to talk shit because some like the Ember Glow talents are pretty chill. But Ember Glow company gives me sus vibes. This is the stream where I fucking toss shade to the other VTuber companies, Lamo.
But what is a company you would like to join in the future, like a big name? What is your ambition about company?
My ambition is for Lucid to become a big name. That's my ambition. I
You
don't really care to join any other company.
you become attached to the company and your colleague and all.
I'm happy. I'm happy with Lucid. I'm happy with the values that they present. Right? It's not the biggest company in the world, and that's okay. No company starts as the biggest company in the world. I think the only other company I would consider, and even then that would be like a big maybe. Like if Lucid died the way Haven X died, and I had to like join another company, I had to. I couldn't stay indie. I'd probably just stay indie. I think maybe I'd hope that like Fishman, was like, hey yo, you want to join FizzConnect? And even then, that's a big maybe.
I don't even know this name.
FaceConnect is the company that that Pippa is a part of.
Hmm.
I'm sure you've heard of Pippa.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
the company looks like it's ran very professionally. So just for that reason. But that's the only one I can think of. Like I wouldn't want to join Nijisanji or Hololive or any of like the other big ones like VShojo.
Hmm.
I'll
Yeah,
pass.
I've seen again one or two small documentary about special talent of Japanese talent, to be more precise. You know, like a bit of a life story about the path that some VTuber took, and one of them was a girl in Japan. I think it was the beginning of Hololive Japan, and
Mhm.
she was one of the less talented of the Hololive roster, and with one event or two event of like a music event like concert, she became just giant, but she was on the verge of being dropped by Hololive. And I think, yeah, it's an industry that tend to sometimes like crush the talent that the company have. It's an actual industry
Yeah.
sometimes.
Yeah. That's the way that like idol industries kind of work as well.
Yeah.
It's
I don't think it would be a actually enjoyable experience most of the time.
yeah. A lot of people refer to the idol industry in Japan as like a meat grinder, because
Yeah.
the concept is to basically, okay, you know how like I mentioned like I grew a lot during my like debut,
Mm.
right? Okay, so if I wasn't like a more idol like company, what would happen is I would have that big debut, right? And then I wouldn't be as popular afterwards, and then after a while they'd just kind of like, oh, you're gonna retire, and then we're gonna find someone new
Yeah.
and have another big debut, and basically just keep throwing shit at the wall till something sticks.
Yeah.
Just keep throwing people at the wall until one of them becomes very popular, and then you continue to use them until they're not popular anymore, and then you once again you refresh, you keep throwing shit at the wall.
Yeah.
That's basically that's the
The
meat grinder.
yeah, that's what Wandering Elsman say, and that's what I use as a reference for the people who don't know much about the VTubing world, and then compare it to idol culture, just like Wandering say. Yeah, it's a bit
That
sad, to
was
be
the more
honest.
idol like company. Rosa, I don't think you could have been, honestly. Hey, Haven X was planning to be a very idol like company, and then they gave up because of me. They realized they couldn't fix me.
Like,
But they also
seriously?
really like they also yeah, that's no yeah, we were actually planning on being like very like idol like, and they were like, yeah, you have to like stop cursing as much, and I was like, but they were like you could start very like idle and then kind of like do what other VTubers do, where like they start very, very sweet and then they become degenerate later. And I was just like, but I don't okay, I'll try. Alright, here we go. Test stream. How's it going, guys? What's up? It's me. It's your girl, Rosa motherfucking Kodal. Shit, I'm sorry. Fuck. I did. Oh god, I keep cursing.
10 seconds, world record.
That's literally how it went down, and we kept doing like test streams, and I just don't have it in me. I just
Yeah,
don't have it
and
in me.
I think that Miles was in Evanex, I think.
Who
Miles, your friend Miles.
else? No. Haven
No?
X was only 3 people,
Okay,
and they were
so
all there was no men in Haven X. Haven X was me, Koa, and Viri.
yeah, it was not Manager Kun or something like that. That's not him.
Manager Kun?
Yeah.
He's the talent manager.
Okay.
He's still my talent manager.
Okay.
Lucian
Sorry.
picked him up.
Okay. I thought that one person or two came from Evanex like you and joined.
I mean, Koa wasn't exactly out Seiso at the gate either. Helmsman, Koa was the most dedicated originally to being Seiso. Koa was the one that was like, yeah, I'm gonna be Seiso just like all the idols.
I'm not even sure what say so mean.
Clean.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Koa wasn't the monkey girl that
Yeah.
yeah, she did jokes about pooping in bananas and throwing the banana peel, and yeah.
That I didn't even know that. All I remember was her debut started with her on the casting couch.
Oh man. Yeah. So
Oh, that creepy here I'm gonna try to be say so bit to her. She just had the misfortune of being well herself. She was gonna do it originally, and then what happened was that they realized that like the company was just like the company just was gonna let me do whatever the fuck I want, and she was like, well, if she can do whatever she wants, I'm gonna do whatever she wants. And that's how we got the Koa that we all know and love, which I'm very happy about.
You are still in contact with her and the other girl?
Yeah, a little bit. Every now and again we talk.
They continue like you, or they stop the VTubing activity?
They're not VTubing anymore.
Mm. Yeah.
The Koa and Viri IPs still belong to Havenax.
Oh, not cool.
Mhm.
Well, unfortunately,
That's another thing as well.
yeah,
A lot of companies don't let you keep your IP. Lucid's a bit different. Lucid has a system where you can basically earn your IP over time.
Yeah, I think that again, I will not say private thing, but you had to buy your character or something like that. From Evernex when it finished, you had to buy back your character.
I wanted to buy Roza, but I couldn't afford her. Lucid bought her for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like executors say they own the character. Like yeah, it's you give the right to the company.
Yep, exactly. So, for example, currently Lucid does own my character. Currently, Lucid does own Roza. But Lucid has a system where basically, over time, you earn the rights to your character. That's basically how it works. So after a certain amount of time of consistent streaming as your character, they transfer the rights to you. They transfer you the IP.
That's nice. But yeah, it's once again, what you said was correct. Is that just like for a record company or book company, when you work with an agency, a company, you have to be very careful about what you signed.
Yep.
Yep.
That's the case for everything in life.
Yes.
Never fucking sign something without reading the terms and conditions. At least not if it's something important, right? Like if it's like, oh, like I want to play my game, there's terms and conditions. Fuck that. I don't care. I'm gonna play the game anyway.
It reminds me of the South Park episode with the iPad. I don't know if you saw that one, but it was very cool about that.
I never really watched South Park.
You should. But for the people who know, they know.
But yeah, like obviously like terms and conditions like of game. It's like I already fucking bought the fucking game and I can't fucking return it, so I don't fucking care. Whatever. Terms and conditions go. But like if you're doing something important, for example, like if you're getting like your first credit card, if you're like leasing a car, you know, if you're doing something that's very big, it's something very important and affect your life, read the terms and conditions.
Yep.
Like they're fucking boring, but read them. Trust me. You'd be surprised. It'll save you a lot of trouble. Make sure you understand them.
It can save your life.
When I got my first credit card, I remember I was getting it with my dad and my stepmom, and I got handed a little pamphlet. They're like, here's the credit card, and here's like how it works, and here's the contract to the bank, and blah blah blah. Just sign here, and I was like, okay. And then I grabbed the book, and then I proceeded to turn back to the first page, start reading through it. And my stepmom and dad looked at me like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And I'm just like, "I'm reading the contract. I'm reading the terms and conditions." And they're like, "Just like doesn't matter. Just sign." I'm like, "The hell it doesn't." And so I started fucking reading through it. I was like, "Hey, so you told me that I was agreeing to this rate, right? Like this rate of, because like the credit cards, typically." When you're getting your first credit card, if you're getting like a good deal, they'll give you a certain amount of time where like, hey, like we're not going to increase your interest over this amount of time and stuff like that, right? And so that's what I was like. I was being kind of told like, hey, that's what you're getting these benefits, and I was like, okay, cool. And then I kind of like I started reading through it, and what they didn't fucking tell me was that hey, you get these benefits for so and so amount of time, but then afterwards we're gonna double it. We're gonna double how much we charge you. And I was just like, I don't really want that. So, I guess you like find me a different card. I'm not gonna sign this. And that's the thing. If I was a fucking dumber human being, I would have just fucking signed it and gotten fucked over in a year without ever fucking realizing. And they would have been like, "Oh, look, the thing that you signed, it says it right here. After the year, we can charge you double. See that you agreed to this." And they'd be right. I did.
I think I would be the idiot who signed it.
always fucking read shit. If it's about if it's something fucking like menial, who the fuck gives a shit? But like if it's something that's gonna be like a major decision in your life that's gonna affect your income, it's gonna affect it's gonna affect your life, right? You don't get a lot of those big decisions in your life. Make sure that you make it correctly.
I did from renting my apartment. I did. I read all of the contract.
Yeah, it's very very important. Like you're making you're signing something that's gonna affect the place where you live. Same thing when leasing a car. You're signing something that's gonna affect the thing that you drive to get to work every day.
Monkey, I can't read.
Like bro, like how often are you gonna have to read a massive fucking paper like that? When you get your car, when you get your first credit card, when you get your house, etc. Right? That's not super often, all right? You can spare the time to do it a few times, you know?
Yep.
Read the
Sign
to
in.
become a part of the Spency iPad. What?
Yeah, that's
Spency pad.
that's the South Park episode.
Ah.
It's an episode where Kyle, the Jewish guy, doesn't read the term and condition of Apple, and so he signed it, and the contract said that he's agreeing to be part of a human signed iPad experiment.
That's fucking wild.
Yeah, that's South Park. As I told to you, one of the key part of the podcast I wanted to do with you was the controversy regarding Hogwarts Legacy, and so we are at that point.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me get some water real quick. Let me get some water. Intermission.
Yeah.
Intermission. Time out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get some water. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
I'd like don't come back. Yeah. Give me like 2 minutes.
Yeah, sure. But yeah, chat. It's the part when we are going to talk about Hogwarts Legacy. I didn't want to do the whole stream about that, but yeah, it's I warned Rosa. I want to talk about this, so we are going to talk about it because if you don't know, the VTubing world was quite heavily strike, I don't, yeah, something like that, with the Hogwarts Legacy controversy. Specifically, two big YouTuber. One was Silvervale, I think, and the other one was Pikame. Pikame was one of the biggest VTuber ever. I think that most of you have seen the thing with yes, Truck. Thank you. Pikame was one of the biggest VTuber ever, and she was very badly impacted by the controversy of Hogwarts Legacy. I will try to find an article to show you. Because once again, our beloved friend of Kotaku wrote a stupid article about it, saying something, oh, she quit because of World Legacy controversy. No, she quit because she was harassed so violently that the little Pikame, with a very sweet person, never. She's not used to violence and the vile words and behavior of internet and specifically Twitter. And yeah, she quit. So so this is hello. So this is Pikame, and yeah, this is the major figure that was the icon of the controversy of Hogwarts Legacy and the VTuber world. And you said you never watched Pikame, Rosa.
Not just her.
Uh,
That's just like the most recent one. People have been fucking having issues with Hogwarts.
Yeah, of course.
Since it came out. Since even before it came out.
Yes.
That's just a major one because she happened to to announce that she's graduating
Yeah.
around the same time. They haven't announced the reason why. I'm not gonna get into like speculation about it because honestly, I don't know and I don't care.
Yeah, same for me.
Um,
And
what I
so
can say is that
this is the other one, Silver Veil.
that one I do know a little bit about. What I can say is that I bought the game. I pre-ordered the game. I pre-ordered the special edition of the game, and I played it day one when it came out. The minute it came out.
You finished
That
the
bothers
game?
somebody? If that bothers somebody, that's a whole lot of your fucking problem, not mine.
You finished the game or not yet?
No, not yet. I need to go back and play more. Best part was the article saying something along the lines of supposed harassment. Oh yeah, I did. Okay, something I did see was an article saying that Pikami played the game and got harassed by her own fans for playing it. She never played the game.
No. She didn't. She just. Oh, let me start again. She just announced that she wanted to play the game. She didn't even confirm that she was actually playing the game.
She never played it.
Yeah.
She never played it on stream.
I'll try to find another article if I can.
Again, I can't fucking say for sure what reason she chose to graduate. What I can say for sure is, well, the facts and stuff that we all saw. She did get harassed. That did happen, right? Anyone who says that
but
didn't happen is a fucking idiot.
just wait. Kotaku denied that there was harassment.
Yeah, Kotaku also said that she fucking streamed. Kotaku is not a fucking real fucking source of information. I would sooner fucking read something off of Wikipedia than fucking be like, oh yes, let me read Kotaku article for information. Stupidity.
Yeah, and so yeah, this is the other thing. Well, I hope to find something a bit more, but yeah, apparently there are some pressure for some Hololive VTuber to not play the game. It's been a while, but yeah, there was some pressure.
Yeah, people. It's like, okay, so the issue with that game is that the person that created the IP of the game, not even the game itself, just the IP of the game, has some very particular viewpoints towards trans women, right? Which I do not agree with, right? But here's the thing. You ever fucking watch a Disney movie? Have you ever been to Disney? Do you give money to Disney? Did you know that Mickey Mouse was created by Walt Disney, who was a fucking Nazi? Oh, but no, it's okay when you do it. That's the fucking issue. The issue is that people don't understand that there's a fucking separation between, like, content and original creator. The difference between what one person says and the people doing a fucking thing have to do with that is very, very different. I assure you that fucking JK probably doesn't fucking like the game.
It's possible.
The game is quite woke. And to be fair, it's done in the most, like, proper way I've ever seen a game do it. I actually really, really like the way it's done. It feels very natural, and they don't really get into politics at any point. They just kind of focus on the story and the setting, right? They don't force feed anything down my fucking throat. They just fucking like, hey, this character's gay. And it's like briefly mentioned in a very normal way. And then we continue the story. Cool. That's perfect. I love it. But yeah, the game itself is fucking great. And I remember when became public there was a trans character, people had this big gotcha moment, like, haha, we got them. We got all of the TERFs that are playing the game. They must be so upset. It's like, no. Most people playing the game are not fucking TERFs. They don't fucking care. They just fucking like Harry Potter. You're a fucking idiot.
Apparently, what's the date?
The only part of the Wizard game that bothered me is that for a game set in England, you absolutely could not make anyone pale enough to be English. Yep, that's also the part that bothered me too. I was like, damn, I've never experienced my skin color being excluded from a game.
Oh yeah, so I saw your short about it.
But, is this what it's like? I understand now.
For information, mid-February, so like the 12 or 13 February, Hogwarts Legacy has sold more than 12 million units.
I'm sure she likes her royalty checks. Here's the thing, husband. I bet you anything that she makes more money off of ticket sales, people going to Universal, than she does off of Hogwarts.
But yeah, 12 million.
I bet you anything in the world.
12 million games sold is very big number. Very big number.
Yeah.
But yeah, as I said to chat while you were gone, I wanted very very strongly to talk about that with you because yeah, the VTuber world was quite heavily struck by the controversy of the game, and I kept thinking to myself, why? Because on one hand, I'm a bit surprised. On the other, I'm not. I'm very half surprised. Do you have an idea why is it that the VTuber took the heaviest blow of the controversy? And I remember you said privately something like, to most people, the VTuber are not human; they're just cartoon character on the screen. Roza? Hello? I don't hear you anymore. What's happening? Roza? Yes, technical difficulties. Yeah, I will. One second, chat. Sorry, I don't know what's happening. I will disconnect myself and come back. Rosa is rapping. I didn't mute her. I don't know why it's happening. Just the thing just cut. Oh, what was that?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. So, did you hear my question? Did you hear my question or not?
Yeah, I could hear everything.
Yeah.
Can you repeat it though?
Yeah, so as I said, sorry chat, but yeah, a bit of a technical difficulty. So I was a bit surprised and a bit not because of the heavy blow that the VTuber world took of the controversy of Hogwarts Legacy. And I kept thinking to myself, but why? And I asked you, do you have an idea or an explanation? Because I remembered you said privately in the past that for you it was something like, for most people, VTuber are not human, they are just cartoon character on the screen.
Okay, so I think that like I think you misunderstood what I was saying before, because it's in reference to something else. So what I was saying about like how VTubers are like, I mean in the sense of like it's a lot easier to like bully a fucking VTuber. Because you can, it's easier to like dehumanize them, right? It's easier to be like, oh, I'm just fucking bullying some fucking cartoon character on the internet. And so because of that, VTubers typically get a lot like more harassment, especially if you're on the softer side. You very easily become a target, and like again, like VTubers are typically more of like the shy type, right? And so that's kind of what I meant by that.
Okay.
That's why you typically like when people get harassment for playing these types of games, etc. You'll see it a lot more, or not even just playing games. People get harassment in general. You'll typically see it happens a lot to VTubers. We like, for example, we had some issues a few months back where people were going around and basically hate rating people that had the VTuber tag on Twitch. A few friend of mine's got actually hit by that
Ah, I
when they got
wasn't aware
VTubers
of
and stuff like
that.
that. Yep. And yeah, some people just fucking do it. I don't know why, but again, I think it has to do with the fact that like some people outside the VTuber sphere have this weird mentality of like, oh, these weird creepy anime girls, like they're not people, right? Like they're these fucking like weird ones. Um, like they think of VTubers as weird, like I don't know, like succubi demons that are trying to take over them or whatever. It's just
They're
insecure
taking my
retarded.
jobs.
It's just insecure retarded ass people. It is what it is. And again, I think the reason why it's easier, I think there's also a lot of toxic positivity in the VTuber spheres that primes it for this kind of counter and trolling harassment. Yeah, exactly. That's part of it too. But yeah, I like again, like both of those things are kind of part of it. Um, the people will ironically think that all VTubers are 40-year-old men with voice changes. I mean, most of us are, to be fair.
Yeah, specifically Rosa because she like old people. So I think that she's actually like 60 years old.
Yep, it's the fact. Sorry. This is all just a voice changing.
Rosa is actually loving like granny porn on Pornhub.
Oh hell yeah! This fucking dude gilfs. Come on, man. Gotta love a mature woman. Oh, what's that? 40? No, not mature enough. If the prunes aren't ripe, all right. You gotta wait till the prunes are well and truly ripe. Those are the
Yeah,
sweetest
and
ones.
speaking
Nice and
about
wrinkly.
the voice changer, I remember that in the interview I asked you about your voice, and you explained that it's like your voice didn't mature, like you had a problem that make your voice don't change or something like that. So
Huh?
yeah, I asked you about your voice because you have a voice of a actual, more or less like actual anime character, and you
I've okay. So I've actually met people. I don't know if I've done this before, but I've actually met people in the real world with higher pitched voices than I have.
yeah yeah
That
yeah.
shit blows my mind sometimes. I'm like, holy shit, I thought I was squeaky.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me at all because again in the name we spoke about like Pikame or Iron Mouse and all. Some have very high pitch anime voice.
Yeah.
Like the Shy Lily Womp Womp, she's actually like an anime
Womp womp,
character. Yeah, it's crazy.
womp womp,
You do it very well, by the way.
womp womp. What's the thing? Like they're also just up pitching their voice. Like it's not hard to do.
Yeah.
Fucking. Have you ever listened to the fucking Bee Gees?
Bee Gees.
Oh come
Uh,
on! Don't tell me I'm. Come on.
explain
Are
to
you
me
having
what.
the Bee Gees, the band? Are you having a Zoomer moment right now?
Maybe. Oh, the Bee Gees, yeah, yeah, the UK band. Okay, yeah, yeah, Staying Alive, etc.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
I was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
what the fuck?
No. So sorry. It's yeah. In French we don't say it like that, so I bug a bit.
How do you say it in French?
In French we say the Bee Gees.
That's what I said.
No.
I said Bee Gees.
Anyway, yes, the band, yes.
But yeah, like you ever listen to them? Like they go
Yeah.
pretty high up there.
Yes,
They have very
I
very high
think
pitch.
it was again Calliope who explained that when because Calliope has that's the name of a character VTuber, but she has
Mhm.
also like actual herself actually in a stream. I think it's Demon Dice or something, and she explained that she
Typically,
yeah.
it's like frowned upon to talk about like the past lives of or the outside lives of VTubers. So I could get in trouble for talking about this, but
Okay.
yes, I actually, yeah, it's the worst kept secret in the VTuber space.
Oh yes. Sorry, I don't. I'm sorry.
That's a secret. But you know what's actually funny? So I think I've mentioned this before, but like my two inspirations in VTubing are Nyanners and Mori Calliope.
Okay.
And the reason why is because Nyanners was actually the one that got me into voice acting originally. A friend of mine showed me a Nyanners like a sound clip of some fucking meme video she recorded on YouTube back before she was a VTuber. And the other one was Calliope, and the reason why I actually got into Calliope was because I listened to Demon Dice a lot before I knew anything about VTubers.
Why am I not
And
surprised?
then at some point Spotify recommended me a song by Mori Calliope, and I was like, oh, let me listen to this. Like this is weird. Like I don't fucking care about VTuber music. Whatever. Let's give it a listen. Why not? It's in my recommended. And then I was like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I've been wondering why I haven't received any more sweet, sweet music from Demon Dice. I see now.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know. I didn't know. I'm sorry.
No. You're good. You're good. You don't know the culture.
Yeah,
The weird secret keeping culture.
I'm not actually a VTuber. But what I wanted to say is that let me rephrase. Then Calliope explained that she may change her voice depending of what she's doing in the VTuber sphere. That's what I wanted to say. So sometimes a VTuber work their voice to sound a certain way, like a singer.
Yeah, that makes sense. I have times where I'm like, I'm gonna be extra cute today. Hi chat, how's it going? I'm kind of sleepy. I'm kind of tired today, so we're just gonna play some games. And I'm gonna do my stuff. And then I have times where I'm just like, dude, fuck. I don't give a shit. I'm tired. I don't want to fucking do this. Like, fuck you and fuck everybody. I just want to fucking play my goddamn Dark Souls, okay? Leave me the fuck alone. I just want to beat John Dark Souls for a day. And there's times I'm really fucking energetic, and I'm just like, hey, how's it fucking going? This is great. We're having a great time right now. And so, like, yeah, depends on the mood. But like that's kind of the same for like anybody.
I remember when every time I go to your stream, I like Roza. I. I don't even know why this came to me, but it was funny. But depending on your stream, it's true that I sometimes spot a voice difference. For example, when you did the D&D stream, you have a certain voice. I don't know if it's like intended or it's like just you doing something different.
I do accents sometimes.
Mm.
For example, like to do an accent for Roxana.
Oh yeah.
I give it like a more and for Blair, sometimes I like to speak a bit more like a fancy posh English woman.
I like when you speak Spanish or like an accent in English Spanish.
Cuando no español.
I don't even speak Spanish. I don't know what you are saying. I just say chiquita tacos.
Los tacos me encantan.
One day I will teach you French. And yeah, that's true, Mr. Bear, that as I said, it's like a singer or an actress or something. But it's true that in the VTubing world, I think they work the voice even more to how to say that? To have the full immersion into the character and the persona they have.
The funny taco sounds.
And the scene was tacos. Yeah, when someone speaks Spanish, I always say, sorry, I don't speak paella. Yeah, I'm sorry, but I don't know.
Paella.
Paella?
Yeah.
Okay, I will try
Pa-
to remember that.
Otra comida paella. As in for her, as in for me. Buy me food.
It's always paella always struck me as a weird food because there is fish in it, but also chicken. Why? Why the combination?
They don't always have both.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They don't always have both. Sometimes they have one or the other. Most of the time, I've had it at least has. Well, to be fair, every time I've had it, it was only chicken because I'm allergic to fish. But yeah,
The combination is
have
because
you
they're
been to
hungry.
Argentina? They pronounce the J on everything. Yeah, they do. Los argentinos usan la J en todo.
To get back to the controversy about the
Yep.
VTuber and Hogwarts Legacy, did you had any trouble, or have you seen some of your friends or colleagues have trouble with Hogwarts Legacy?
Paella. Huh? Sorry, I'm distracted. What?
Yeah, I asked that. No problem. It's okay. You are a guest, so you can have fun and all, no problem. But yeah, I was asking if you had trouble with Hogwarts Legacy
No.
streaming the game, or some of your friends or colleagues.
I can't think of anybody directly close to me that had any issues playing it. But to be fair, I typically surround myself with fairly hardy people.
Hmm.
When I played it, dude, I've had more people trying to fucking troll and be shitty when I'm playing my normal fucking games than I have like while playing Hogwarts Legacy.
Yeah.
I didn't have a single fucking person come in and try to troll or have issues while I was playing. To be fair, at this point, I think Roza
Yeah.
has alienated everybody who could have been upset about playing the game. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
Like, people for the most part don't fuck with me.
I tend to
When
agree.
I post shit on Twitter, I very, very rarely get like responses trying to be like, "How dare you say that?" I had someone message me to tell me that I made a post recently where I said I was kind of tired of people like just kind of like generalizing on both sides.
Oh,
'Cause
yeah.
with the dude, I see it so fucking much, and it's really fucking obnoxious because it's just like, dude, both sides fucking do it. You're both fucking retarded, and I hate you both. You're both fucking children. But like, I see it all the fucking time, right? The left will be like, "Oh my god, me, cops, me, white people." The people on the right will be like, me, black people, me, trans. Like, bro, stop fucking generalizing. All right? Like, individual fucking people don't fucking care. They don't fucking care. And so I made a fucking post about that, like how generalizations are fucking retarded no matter which side you're on. And in that post, I said something along the lines of like the individual people of every race, gender, ethnicity, association are fucking chill. Okay? Most white people are not fucking racist. Most black people are not criminals. Crazy. Most gay people aren't trying to fucking rape you. I remember that was a fucking thing back in the day. People were like, "Oh my god, like, this guy's gay. He's gonna try to fucking suck my dick." No, he's fucking not. He doesn't give a shit about you. Shut the fuck up. He already has a boyfriend, sorry. He's taken. But yeah, they're not gonna fucking do that, okay? Most cops aren't going, "Oh man, let's go, I can't wait to shoot." No, most cops are fucking praying every fucking morning that nothing fucking weird happens that day. That they don't have to fucking pull their fucking gun. Most cops are fucking praying for an easy fucking day because they just want to get fucking paid. Most people, this is another game people had issue with, was fucking Atomic Heart, because the devs are Russian. Bro, most Russians aren't happy with what their fucking country's doing. So don't fucking be like, "Oh my god, yes, the Russians." Because they fucking pay taxes and they have to because they're making a game in Russia. No fucking shit, Sherlock.
I found your well. If you are okay with it, if not, I will write it.
But
But I found your
the
original tweet.
yeah, the last section of that was most trans people, like trans
Uh,
people in general, did not cancel
oh yeah, yeah,
their
yeah,
Oshi.
Yoshi. Yeah. I didn't
That's
know that
like
Oshi
required.
mean, but I think
You
Oshi is
can
like your friend VTuber, so like that.
Oshi is like the VTuber that you like support. You want them to succeed,
Okay.
basically. And so the point I was trying to fucking make is that like the chill people, the individual people of these communities aren't the people that are fucking going on bullying your favorite streamer, okay? So because I see it a lot where people are like, oh my god, the trans people are at it again. No, they're not. No, they're not. The activists
Yeah.
are at it again. But let me fucking clarify that because there's a fucking difference. Okay? There's a fucking difference. And like, you don't fucking like when people go and fucking like generalize about you. You fucking don't. Nobody fucking does. So don't fucking go and spinning around on other fucking people, dude. It's so fucking obnoxious. Just the absolute fucking vile stupidity of fucking humanity. I swear to God. It is insane.
But I can
But
confirm that the
I had someone. I had. I had someone. The point that I was trying to get at was I had someone message me after that. I say one of my trans friends. I don't mean that. They're not really a friend. They're a fucking idiot. I originally became friends with them because they attacked me back before I even debuted over the dumbest fucking thing, and then I fucking tore them apart in DMs. And then I told them, like, they were like, oh, like, whatever, just block me. And I was like, I'm not gonna block you. I don't give a shit about you. You're the one that came in here fucking talking shit. If you want to be friends, I don't mind, but you need to fucking drop the bullshit. And they ended up apologizing, and we kind of became friends for a while. But then I realized they didn't really change at all. They kept being a fucking idiot. Well, after I made that fucking tweet, they fucking DM'd me like, I don't think you're a safe space for me anymore. It's like, what the fuck? I just said that trans people didn't. Are you saying? No, like they. What I'm getting at is like they did that after I made this fucking tweet, and I was like, what are you fucking getting at then? Like, I'm not a safe space for you because I'm saying the trans people didn't cancel people's Oshis? Are you saying you want fucking credit? Like, what the fuck's wrong with you? Like, whatever, bro.
To be
But
fair,
that's the extent of the crash back I've gotten.
to
For the
be
most part,
fair,
people know not to fucking argue with me.
to be fair, Rosa, some of activists you are referring to, like the activists and all, they are proud to have made Pikami quit.
Yeah, I know, but again, those people don't represent the people that they represent.
Oh no, of course.
That they say they represent.
I did a video. It's not published yet, but it's in French. I think this one is in French. I called it in French is la bienveillance empoisonnée, which means well intent, poisonous well intent. If you are doing the rough translation, and the idea was that
The thing is, I don't think those people actually have good intent.
no, of course
I don't
not.
believe that. I genuinely don't believe that. I think those people, at the end of the day, are selfish.
Yeah,
They
sure.
want the attention. They want to feel like they're the good guy. They want to feel like they're the knight in shining armor. They're not doing that for other people. They're doing that for them.
Yeah, sure. And in that, I explained that the people who are the most easily offended do it for some people or some group, but most of the time, well, almost like 99% of the time, the actual group they are trying to protect or being offended for them, they don't care. Like for you with the Latinx thing, you never ask for it, you don't care for it, you don't like it.
No. I remember when that happened. I made a tweet saying, I just found out that Latinx is a thing. Que
Yeah.
manerex de comer mierdix was what I said. I basically I made a sentence saying like what a way of eating shit, but then I replaced the like gender of each of them into an X. And Haven X got actually mad at me for that, and I said, look, shut the fuck up, alright? You're fucking Chinese, you're fucking Korean, alright? Like, none of y'all have the fucking right to tell me what the fuck to say about my fucking culture. Shut the fuck up.
They wanted to call you a Latinx?
No, they just wanted me to not talk about it, and I was like,
okay.
Fuck you. If anyone's gonna make a fucking stance on it, it's me.
Yeah, and yes, I agree with you, Eber, that it's just a power thing. They want power.
Oh, yeah. It's a power trip.
Yeah, it's politic, and politic is power. It's not even expressing yourself. In that video I also explained, I don't care people like protest in the street and voicing their opinion, etc., etc. It's okay, freedom of speech. You want to say things is bad. Okay, you're right, no problem. But don't organize and try to threaten people. That's a different thing. Well, to me at least. But yeah, I wanted to say that I can confirm that the average Latina girl is always angry. Because you started to get angry, Rosa. I could hear your voice.
Yeah, dude, I am aggressive.
I
They
know.
want an excuse to be the awful people they are, and will use marginalized as meat shields against their narcissistic bullshit. Exactly. Most of these people will straight up be like, bro, I cannot tell you how many fucking times when Pippa announced she was playing Hogwarts, people were like, oh, like, you keep saying Twitter people, just say it. You mean insert slur here. Bro, she didn't fucking say that. You did. She did not fucking say that. You're the one fucking throwing everybody that you fucking supposed they're protecting under the fucking bus. Shut the fuck up. Fucking stupidity, bro.
And
Wild.
Ardent is saying
Wild.
Latina are like Reddit's fiery.
Yeah.
The fiery Latina. Hey, you were repeating yourself. But yeah, this was more or less my take about the V2 being heavy blow with Hogwarts Legacy is that because as we stated earlier, a good portion of the VTuber are very shy people, introverted, and sometimes not the best equipped to deal with harassment and the rough side of life. Sometimes they tend to be a bit blindsided with positivity and fun, etc., etc. And when there is a
Oh, yeah,
backlash
absolutely.
coming, they are like shocked and
They're not ready
what the
for it.
fuck do I do? What do I do? And they are
Yeah,
overwhelmed.
there's a lot of toxic positivity in the VTuber community.
Yeah.
Well, the VTuber sphere, better said.
And do you
I
think
don't want
that
to call it community. That's not accurate.
it's a direct consequence of that, the toxic positivity, that in case of some backlash and crazy people yelling at them, they are easily overwhelmed and they quit and hide and etc.
Sorry, wait. Yeah, I think what like that is an outcome of them with toxic positivity. I think the toxic positivity makes it okay. I think that's what it is. I think like it creates an aura of safety, but it isn't really there.
Yeah, so they are blindsided. That's what I tried
Yeah.
to say. Like they do like there is nothing bad surrounding them,
They
and yeah,
they forget that the real world is harsh and cruel. Is really what
yeah.
it is. That's just the way it is. People are fucking assholes, and so they don't know how to deal with it, so it ends up getting blown out of the water. Where really you should have just fucking ignored it.
And
If
don't
you don't know
you
how to deal with it.
it's a bit of a tricky question. So if you cannot answer it, we will go to another subject. But do you think that in this instance with Silvervale and Pikame and maybe some other that we are not aware of that, because I'm sure there are many unspoken victim that we are not aware of, unfortunately. Do you think that their company may be also at fault? Because there is like a veil of fog surrounding the graduation of Pikame. Like we don't actually know why exactly she quit. Or at least it's not.
So
Yeah.
I can't really talk on Pikami's situation and why she quit because I don't fucking know. I have no fucking idea.
Yeah, me neither.
And like the people close to her have mentioned that she was planning on it for a while anyway. So who the fuck actually knows what actually happened there? Maybe they had nothing to do, right? But you can't deny that the timing is very
Yeah.
very coincidentally awful.
And she did a Twitter post explaining that
but,
she was very shocked about what happened. Like the death
Yeah.
threat and all, she was very shocked and
Yeah.
overwhelmed.
In the at the end of the day, I don't think Pikami wanted anything of what happened. Even the people there were defending her. Again, there's another fucking example of you can spin that shit right around, where the people that you are trying to defend, you then use as a meat shield, right? The people are like, oh yeah, like I saw this fucking image of, it was like a drawing of Pikami burning a fucking a trans flag that said like "do it for her" or something like that. Bro, she saw that, she'd cry.
Yeah.
Like, that's not what she fucking wants.
No,
That's very
no.
obviously not what she fucking wants. That's fucked up, right? But yeah, and so but in the case of Silvervale, so I'm really happy that she handled it the way she did it, where she just basically said like, "Fuck you, fuck off. Like, I'm gonna do what I want to do, right? If that bothers you, then that's your problem. I'm not gonna like cater to Twitter bullies, right?" I was really fucking proud of like when she did that. I was like, "Fuck yeah, that's how you fucking do it." I was having this conversation with Helmsman about the concept of fending off the wolves, right? When you're a content creator, you're like a shepherd, right? Like you're heralding sheep. And the wolves will come, right? That's just gonna happen. And it's your job as the content creator to kind of fend off the wolves. To fight off the wolves, as Helmsman very nicely put it. And now, like, that you typically see, I can tell you right now, people aren't going into fucking Pippa's stream and trying to get her fucking, like, people aren't gonna go and attack Pippa. People are gonna go and they're gonna go and tell softer streamers to not collab with Pippa. They're gonna go try to strong arm people that aren't Pippa. As much as you're fucking angry at Pippa, Pippa's not fucking going anywhere because you're not gonna take that shit, right? You're always gonna see that the people that get canceled over stupid shit, or the people that like get bullied out of being a streamer or whatever, they're always the softer folk. They're always the people that aren't gonna fight back. They're just gonna cry about it and then leave as they were told, right? That's what I thought was gonna happen with Silvervale when she fucking cried on stream. I was like, God fucking damn it, bro! You're just giving them power. That's all it is. Like, you're just like you're letting them kind of like, you're giving them power that they don't fucking have over you. They don't fucking tell you what the fuck to do. They don't. They don't get to decide who you are because of what you do. Because at the end of the day, if you genuinely believe that I am a fucking transphobe because I played Hogwarts Legacy day one and bought the special edition so I can play it 3 days fucking early, you're allowed to fucking believe that, but it doesn't make it true. And so, it was very nice to see Silvervale just, finally fucking, kind of like go grab her weapon and just, hey, fuck off, right? Like, I'm doing my thing. You don't get to tell me what to do, right? I'm gonna play my game. I'm gonna keep being a wizard. Like, you don't get to decide that I'm a bad person off of some arbitrary fucking bullshit like me playing a game. And then go rant about it on Twitter, a site that's also owned by a fucking transphobe. You fucking mongrel.
Yeah. I stopped trying to make sense of what the activist mob is trying to say and think, because it's nonsense. It's nonsense.
It is nonsense.
But yeah, you didn't specify if like Silvervale company helped her or like condemned her. I'm not aware of that.
I don't think her company has anything to do with it.
Okay.
So the thing about, I don't know a whole lot about how VShojo runs, but the thing about VShojo is that VShojo was originally made by the streamers themselves.
Okay.
Nanners is the co-founder. They basically found a bunch of execs and were like, hey, can you guys help us do the managing stuff? That's basically what happened. So unlike other companies where the company was established and then they created idols and then they hired people to voice these idols and play them, and then they auditioned people in, Silvervale was there when it was fucking established. Like, the company, I assure you, nobody in fucking VShojo's management has more power over Silvervale than Silvervale herself, I assure you. I have no doubt in my mind. VShojo didn't react at all, I think? Yeah, VShojo is very hands-free because it's, like, again, it was literally fucking made by these fucking streamers. Like, that's how it started. Silvervale was already big when VShojo was made. So was Iron Mouse. So was Nyanners. So was Vay. I think those were the first four. And then they kind of put it together. Because they used to stream a lot. Like, regularly. And then they kind of... Oh, yeah, Melody. I forgot about Melody. Iron Mouse, Project Melody, and Nyanners.
Project Melody is the hentai girl, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, they're very, very hands-off. So, I doubt that anyone in their management team actually has more power to, like, say something and, like, make a statement or even fire them than they themselves do.
I remember
doubt.
the name Project Melody because I think that's the YouTuber. It's a Gundam that made few video about it and was like, "What the fuck is Project Melody?" And yeah, apparently she tried to make like she tried to go into cam girl website and
I thought
OnlyFans,
she
but
started.
yeah, but I think she was banned or something, or at least there was some pushback because she took the
I
job and money from actual sex worker or something like that.
I have no idea about any of that controversy, but I do know that Project Melody. She was indeed on like Pornhub
Yeah.
and like Chatterbait and stuff like that.
Yeah, but as I said, there was some pushback and like
Fucking have.
yeah,
Jesus
I
Christ.
will try to find an article and send it to you.
They're trying to fuck the robots instead of me. Fucking child. That sounds bad. Don't call anybody that does porn a child. That makes it gross and weird. Never mind.
I think I will better find the video of It's a Gundam. But yeah, there was some
Yeah,
some
that's how Melody started. Day one, she had over 10,000 views, and a lot of cam girls were pissed. That's fucking wild. That is fucking wild to think about.
So if you have like 15 minutes, It's a Gundam explain the thing. Yeah, she was banned of Twitch and all. Yeah. But yeah, it's again the activist and the everything. But let me have a theory and your opinion, especially since you are also I've heard that you are a woman. You are a woman.
What?
A woman.
Oh.
Let's say that you have a friend or something that want to do some sex work, but she's not confident in her body or stuff like that. So she's trying to do like a 3D project like a VTuber avatar to do some sexy stuff. Would you consider it like it's okay, go ahead, enjoy yourself, or will you say, oh, you are stealing the actual cam girl?
Bro. Unless you're my fucking wife, I don't give a shit what the fuck you do. I don't give a fuck. I literally, I don't, you can go fuck actual dudes for all I care. I don't care. I don't fucking care.
I like you where you say, bruh. Bruh.
Rose, I'm glad my shepherd that must defend their flock analogy stuck. Yeah. Return to your sexy avatar, Chris. You go.
Well, technically, yes, I am.
That's my take. That's my take. And the other day, I don't give a shit. But whatever the fuck you do, fucking own it. Because no one else should give a shit either. That's not their fucking problem. It's your problem.
Yeah.
That's like okay. Imagine. Hear me out. Hear me out. Just let's take that example and bring it into the fucking real world real quick.
Yeah.
Imagine that let's say that I run a game shop. And then you open a game shop down the fucking street. Is that gonna bother me? Yeah, a little bit. Am I gonna fucking, be like, you're not allowed to do that, you're stealing my customers? No. You're fucking getting your own fucking customers. You might also be stealing my customers. But that just means I gotta work fucking harder. That's what competition is.
Yeah, but capitalism is bad, I've heard.
That's fucking whatever. That's what we got.
I heard your pen drop like, bro.
Fucking whatever, bro.
Oh man. But yeah,
at the end of the day, whatever the fuck you think about capitalism in general, like as a whole, I'm sorry, but the competition is indeed how you get better shit.
yes.
That is how you get better shit. It is by competition. If there is no competition, you keep the same mediocrity you've always fucking had.
And yeah, sorry, I haven't seen your message. Have a nice one, Mr. Eber. Thank you for coming. And yes, Pavlov, I am going a bit into the VTuber world, and that's all because of Roza. That's her fault. She influenced me.
I have done nothing of the sort.
Liar. When I said, "Oh, Rosa," well, I
I am
think
the least. Huh?
when I said, "Oh, Rosa," I think I might be interested in going VTuber. The first thing you said, "I know an artist and I can help you make your avatar." And all.
That's true. That's true. But I am the least VTuber out there. Okay. I am the least like if you take VTuber and you completely forget the fact that in reality it's actually like a presentation form and not at all like a genre. If you pretend that VTuber is a genre, I am the least VTuber.
I don't know, and I'm honestly, I don't care. As we said
How come it's
previously,
a VTuber? Like,
I
praise the
just
sun.
I just enjoy having a nice picture, a bit animated. Well, I'm not into the 3D yet, so I will go the 2D. But yeah, it's nice, and it's it's allow me to be more comfortable when I do live stream and all. I don't have the light and oh, I have
Yeah,
something on my teeth and blah blah blah.
yeah, it's nice.
Yeah. And again, please hurry your artist to make the more models, more picture.
I will message them. I think I told you I was going to, and then I think I opened Twitter and I found something else that pissed me off, and I forgot.
Once again, don't go to Twitter. You are always angry when you go to
But
Twitter.
I have to. That's where dude. Like, I. On one hand, I'm like, dude, I should just fucking delete Twitter. Fuck Twitter. And on
Mm.
the other hand, I'm like, but I need it. Like, it's the fucking tool to like meet new people. Like, it's the not marketing. That's what I'm looking for. Cause I don't actually do any fucking actual useful marketing through Twitter. I don't give a fuck. Um, it's a good tool for I forgot the word.
Social
Chat, help me.
media being shown,
No,
visibility,
no,
promote.
no. Uh,
I don't know,
fuck.
procreate.
No! Chat, help. Well, what do you call it when you like go to like the after party to like meet new people in the same field and stuff like that? There's a
Well,
word I'm looking for.
meeting, after party, connecting, networking.
Networking. There you go. Thank you. But yeah, Twitter is extremely useful for networking. But aside from networking, it's like I that's meh. Eh.
Yeah, for me it's the same. I go to social media to just say, "Hey, I'm still there. I'm still exist. I'm still active," and that's it. That's the
But
main thing I use social media for. And I wanted to have another question. So I considered we have at like 95% finished with the controversy of Hogwarts Legacy, and the rest of the question is more like general oriented. But if you think that's accurate, we can go back and mention the drama, because I think that what happened with Hogwarts Legacy and the VTuber is a bit like. It's a very strong symbol and an example to what happen when you have a nice face and you try to be like, as you said, toxic positivity, because I think that's definitely what crystallized the incident of the VTuber and Hogwarts Legacy. So my question is, in your experience, why do most VTuber who are successful are mainly female? Because you said there are some void to fill with the male VTuber, but we can deny that most of the VTuber are female, and the one who was successful is like, I
this
don't
is
know.
this is a super easy question.
Yeah. Is it like
And
toxic masculinity and the male
no,
gaze and
nope, nope, not at all. It's
booba?
simple. That's also not it. VTubing just kind of started, right? Being is kind of almost like a subsidiary of the idol culture, which is mostly female.
Hmm.
And even again, mostly right, because obviously you have your fucking like Korean boy bands that women freak the fuck out about. And so it started with mostly female, and so the companies that did it mostly did or only did female, and male generations of the larger companies didn't start happening till later. So that's why.
Hmm.
It's not because they're less successful or because they have less crazy rabid fucking like like sex-starved fans. No, it's because they started late. That's
Yes, so it's like cultural or something.
No, no. It's just they started late. That's all it is. Like they just
Yeah,
didn't do
yeah,
them
yeah.
at
But
first.
you said that it's a continuation of the idol thing. So yeah, it's
Well,
in a
yeah,
way like cultural because it's
sort
how
of,
to
yeah.
say.
Because like VTubing started in Japan,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and so yeah. So I guess sort of cultural, sort of. But like again, like it's at the end of the day, it just comes down to the fact
Mm.
that it started as being like an idol thing, and then it kind of opened up into more, and you ended up with male gens.
Yeah, yeah. It reminds me a bit of what happened with
Uh,
the nurse, for example. Historically, most nurse was female at the basic, and it's not until like I don't know, like 20, 30 years ago that male nurse came to being, and so yeah, it's like a slow progression.
I didn't even think about that. Um, but yeah, like it they just showed up later.
Mm.
And again, I tell you, it's not like the male gaze or like any of that crap.
Oh yeah,
Because
yeah. It
if
was
you
for
look
the
at the
troll, but
fandom,
yeah.
if you look at like the fandom for some of these male like higher up male streamers, like the Niji Sanji boys specifically,
You have a name
those
to
women
tell
are
me? You have a name of a male VTuber?
Akuma, I think is his name for one of them. I want to
Akuma.
say
Oh
head
yeah,
boy.
yeah. I think you told me about it that
Yeah,
there was a
yeah.
market. You said to me there is a market for sexy male VTuber guy, and
Oh yeah, absolutely. Dude, his fans are fucking rabid. Like fucking rabid fucking animals. I swear to God. They so he collabed with a female streamer that's part of the same company one. Yeah,
yeah.
Vox Akuma, that's what it is. I collabed with that with a female streamer that was part of the same company as his. And his fans started fucking sending her death threats just for existing and being a woman in the vicinity of their boyfriend.
So yeah,
Their anime boyfriend.
so yeah, this is the guy,
I'm
and
pretty sure he brings this shit onto himself with the fucking content that he fucking makes. But still, the point I'm making is women are just as fucking psychotic.
oh yeah, yeah.
Don't ever let anyone tell you otherwise.
I'm starting to realize it that I think it was a girl oh, what's the name of the girl? It's also a streamer girl, and she has like Tourette syndrome, and so sometimes she say bad word like penis, fuck, etc. And she explained, women are as thirsty, even sometimes more than men. The problem is most of the time they just don't want to be thirsty with you. And it was cold truth, like painful truth, but truth nonetheless. And I'm starting to realize that yeah,
Yeah.
it's sad, but it's true. And yeah, it's yeah. But yeah, the guy here, more than 1 million follower on YouTube, man.
Yeah. Yeah, his fans are fucking rabid.
And for this stream, I will try to enhance a bit the thing. So you see the title. He tried to raise $100,000 in support of Save. I think it's someone I don't know. And did he succeed?
What?
Apparently, he succeeded the goal, the donation goal.
I don't know what we're talking about.
This stream, you see the title or not? Raising $100,000.
You're not showing me anything.
Oh fuck! Sorry. I'm sorry. Yes, I am.
Are you? I don't see anything.
Yeah, but
Oh wait, I got it. That's my bad. I didn't have it open.
bonk snick.
That's my bad. I did an oopsie here.
That's okay. But yeah, he tried to raise $100,000 for something, and yeah, apparently he succeeded to the donation.
Nice.
So yeah, it's not nothing
Yeah, that's what I'm
to
saying. Like,
raise that
yeah,
kind of money.
It's not that they're not like it's not that like there's not a market for them, and it's not that like they're like oh like women VTubers are more popular than male VTubers. No, they've just been around longer,
Mm.
and there's more of them.
Yes.
Like there just are more of them.
And I'm betting that the guy has also a very like sweet voice and stuff like that. That goes well with the avatar he has. That's why I
I
think
don't
that.
remember what he sounds like.
But if
I've
you
listened to him maybe twice. I do not remember what he sounds like. I think he's British.
but
Chad, is he British?
if you listen to someone like your friend Jazz, who has a very deep voice too, I'm sure that some women will be like very moist with
Yeah.
him. Uh, Deep
His voice
British.
is deep British? Okay, yeah.
Sexiness plus
I'm
one.
always confused why Jazz doesn't have more of a following. Jazz is great.
I don't know. I don't follow what he is doing. To be honest, I'm sorry for your friend, but yeah, I mostly just watch you sometimes when I have the time.
That's okay.
And yeah, that's where I found Mize and Mocha and Jazz and some others you have some time with you. And yeah, is very very nice, Jazz and all your friends. But I think Jazz is the very correct profile to be the sexy male VTuber guy.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's another question done. What I wanted to talk with you again. Oh yeah, about the collab. You spoke about the collab sometimes that it's not always well seen sometimes by the company or maybe even some other YouTuber. And apparently
What?
this is like an unwritten rules. And you also explained to me sometimes that there is like an order or a specific protocol to follow when you do collab, that you cannot try to collab with bigger YouTuber and you should not do collab with smaller YouTuber. There is a bit of ego going on sometimes.
What's the question? Sorry, I got confused.
Am I not expressing myself properly, or like you just forgot and was distracted?
I'm just like, I'm not super certain what we're talking about.
Oh, okay. It's about the collaboration, because you said earlier, speaking about the big YouTuber, that it's not the best thing to collab with non-VTuber people, like doing like normal streamer or something. And you also talked to me previously in the past that sometimes there is like an unwritten rule and an actual protocol to follow when you want to collab with people. You should collab with people at your level, not bigger, not smaller. And I was asking myself, is this just an ego thing?
It's not that you should. It's just sometimes it's a little bit hard just because there is an ego thing in place. So, like, how do I put this? So, typically speaking, when you do a collab, the point of doing a collab is to basically cross-pollinate your audiences, right? That's kind of the point of it. Also, to have fun, fucking play with your goddamn friends, right? But typically for growth, you'll see a lot of VTubers going through. Hey, Jazz!
Oh,
Hi!
hello, Jazz.
Speaking of,
Yeah, we were speaking about you.
yeah, we're speaking with you just a little bit ago. But
You
yeah,
had a
like,
sexy
typically,
voice and a sexy body. That's what I was saying.
typically speaking, VTubers will try to collab with people that are, bigger than them, so I thought they can actually get some growth out of it. And it's kind of frowned upon to do it. But at the same time, it's not. It's very weird. It's like, you have to do it, but you have to do it for the right reasons, which is very arbitrary and stupid. But yeah, that kind of depends. It's like, if it's something that you want to fucking do, it's something you can do. I've talked to VTubers before where like, or like, I've had friends tell me of experiences they've had where like they weren't like big enough, or they were told they weren't established enough to join a certain collab and stuff like that. And I'm just like, yeah, that's just really shitty. Which is why, like, typically, like, if you look at who I hang out with, I typically hang out with indie VTubers. I don't like to typically hang out with other company VTubers, because a lot of them are kind of, I don't know. I feel like a lot of them are kind of stuck up.
Yeah, but it's a bit sad, to be honest, because to me it sounds a bit like it's like a forced respect or something like that. Like there is an unwritten rule that you have to follow this and this and this and this in order to properly ask someone to do a collab with you. It's
Part of it,
yeah,
part of it is ego, and
yeah.
typically you're gonna see that mostly around smaller VTubers
Mm.
who get an ego over a few thousand, and they're like, this person with a like, I have 3,000, and this person with 1,000 dares to speak to me.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
yeah, you'll see shit like that with like smaller VTubers who get like a power trip over like the dumbest fucking shit. But typically, like when you kind of exit that like Twitter like retardation level of VTubing, uh, it kind of goes away.
Yeah. To be honest, it reminds me a bit of the Francosphere because I had that problem when I asked for interview some people in the Francosphere. And in the Anglosphere, when I ask you for the interview, or I ask Arch or Kibbs or some other guys who are also well known, most of them say something, okay. Or sometimes they say, oh, sorry, my agenda is a bit like overbook or something, but it was not like
Yeah,
being ghosted or just no, thank you. Okay.
yeah. You'd be
it,
surprised.
it,
Like
it
at the
was,
end of the day,
yeah, it was more polite in the
that's how
English sphere.
you find genuine people, right? Like typically people like who are very genuine, they're not gonna be like, "Oh, I'm not gonna play with you," or "I'm not
Yeah.
gonna do a collab with you because you're small," or because like me. You're not like. And then so the funny thing is that they'll then go and be like, "Can you guys believe that this smaller VTuber dared to ask me for a collab? They just want to use me."
Yeah.
No, you shithead. You just don't want to play with them because you can't use them.
But
That's what it really is.
to be honest, it's true that
More than half the time.
probably some people try to do collab and interview because of someone big. It's entirely possible. But in my
Yeah.
case and some other people I know that are interested in the more or less same process as me, so being interested in something or someone and asking for, just tell me about you, tell me more about what you do, blah blah blah. It's like an actual genuine interest. It's not like a secret intention. Oh, maybe I will
Yeah.
gain some follower, blah blah blah. No, I'm interested in what you are doing, that's all.
I've learned the best mentality to have about it is to just not fucking care. Like I've seen fucking tweets of people being like, "Oh my god, have you guys had this happen where like you start talking to someone and then you do a stream with them and then they get a little bit bigger and they start hanging out with people that are bigger than you and they forget
Mm,
about you?" And I'm just like, "Yeah, I've had that happen, but I don't fucking care. It is what it is. I don't. I'm not gonna fucking go and freak out and be like, "Oh my god, they used me." No fucking shit. That's what fucking humans do.
yeah.
Like it's not a big fucking deal, right? It is what it is. If they didn't stick around, that means that I wasn't as good friends with them as I thought I was, and that's it. That's it's no fucking like it is what it is. I'm not gonna fucking freak out about it. I'm not gonna be like, oh my god. And again, I often see it the other way around too, where like people will be like, oh my god, can you believe this smaller streamer tried to use me? Here's
Yeah,
the thing.
but it's
If you won't play with someone, if you won't hang out with someone solely off the basis that they're smaller than you, that's not them having an agenda. That's you having an agenda. You're only going to play with people that are your size or bigger. That means that you only care about people that will help you grow. You don't care about people based on their personality.
oh
So
yeah,
don't fucking accuse people over your fucking shit as well.
yeah,
Both sides fucking happen.
yeah. It remind me also again with Arden that again thank you man for being here, and it's always nice to see you in my stream, and I wish I had more time to go to your stream as well. I interview Arden because he's a woodworker, and he, as I said,
That's cool.
he just recently had 200 follower, and I didn't care about the follower count. That's not what I was interested in. I was interested in knowing more about how do people work wood, what is the history behind it, and blah blah blah. And a thing that still
Mhm.
surprised me, because I asked him, in your opinion, what is the best invention or thing that human created made of wood? And he answered me, the wheel. And
Well,
when you think about it, it's actually really impressive that an actual wheel made of wood is functioning.
yeah.
It's still
I thought
baffle me, to be honest. But yeah, it's just as you said. If you are always chasing the big name to gain follower or gain like have interest, it's yeah, it's not very healthy. You have to be interested in what you are trying
Mm-hmm.
to do with the person. Is it like a genuine interest in something, or like being a fan and wanting to have a good time with your favorite YouTuber? I don't care. Yeah, it's genuine. But
Yeah.
you spoke also about the opportunity, and unfortunately, as some people know here in the stream, I decided to drop out of the D&D stream, and I'm with you, Rosa, and I'm still a bit sad
Mm-hmm.
about it, but it is what it is. Long
So am
story
I.
short, it's not easy for me to be in a group activity, and I made a video that I will air next week, I think, that explain a tiny bit about it. So I think I will link it to you, Rosa, when it's live. It's in English, don't
Yeah,
worry.
definitely.
And
Thank you.
I spoke about it that even if I had a good time with you and the D&D, and even if it's an opportunity for me to be with people like you who are bigger than me, are more known than me and all, it was still complicated to me. And that's also the thing, that when you are doing collaboration with someone who is bigger than you, it's still an opportunity. You cannot say, "Oh, it's nothing. It's I don't care." No, no, it's the truth. We will
Yeah.
gain something somehow, but it should not be the main thing. If it's the main thing,
Yeah.
it's just shallow.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, sorry for the long story, but it's also, I'm sure that for you, when you have a friend, I think it was Mocha that you really help to gain some visibility early on. You are happy to help her with your
Did
community
I?
and all. I think, no?
I don't know.
Ah,
I've never gone out of my way to like try to help someone get visibility. Like the way that I kind of function is that like if I find like a streamer that I like watching or I like playing with,
hmm.
I just share that with my friends. That's it. That's all I do. I just
Yeah,
share
yeah,
with people
but what I
in my
mean is,
community and stuff like that.
if there is something, let me
But
start
like
again.
I don't think anybody owes their success to me or anything like that.
No,
Even
no, no,
though
no,
like
no, of course. But what I mean by that is, when there is someone you are starting to be friend with, and this person say,
Mhm.
"Oh, maybe I will start being a VTuber, blah blah blah." I'm sure that you yourself you will be happy to help this person.
Yeah,
Yeah. That's what I meant. That if you are able to help someone you like, of course you will try to help her, because that's just being a friend. That's it.
that's all there is to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I took a long road to explain my mind.
No, you're good.
Sometimes it happens. But yeah, it's something I always found very weird, because I will do with the next question I wanted to have. Let me start. No, no, no. Yeah, so the other question, which is linked to this one, I wanted to close with, about the collaboration and all, is it's very true, because I found it myself. You said that most VTuber do it as a way to maybe make friends and meet people. And so
Hmm.
it's a bit sad what you are saying, that for some people there is still like a toxic competition with the numbers and follower and stuff like that. So it's a bit of a paradox. In a way, they want to make friends and all, and the other way, oh, you are smaller than me, I don't want to collab with you.
It's it kind of depends, right? Um, because again, like a lot of them are around the same size. Like when you really think about it, the grand majority of VTubers are not super huge streamers, and so most of the time it's not a big deal.
Hmm.
Like that kind of competitional like headbutting is sort of an outlier that you kind of see around like the like mid tier people like around like my size typically. That's when they start being like very number conscious and it's like they haven't really gotten over it yet.
And when do you think they start to forget about the number?
Uh, I don't know. I guess it depends on the person.
Mm. But fortunately, it's not the majority, you say.
Hmm?
Fortunately, it's not the majority, you say.
Yeah, the majority of people don't
Yeah,
fucking care.
that's cool. Yeah, that's cool because
Yeah,
I would think.
for literally for any type of like, for if you can ever think of like any type of person or personality, when you think about the majority, just remember the most of them don't fucking care.
Mm. Yeah, that's cool. But still, it's a bit
Most of them just work here.
just walk here. Yeah, yeah. Ah, yeah. It reminds me of as we said about how to say that correctly now. Demon Dice. She spoke about her job as a waitress. I like the metaphor. Was funny. Yeah, because the first time I heard that, I was like, "What the fuck is she talking about?"
Yeah, I used to use the blacksmithing as my metaphor for my day job.
Yeah, that's nice. Um, uh, maybe it's a bit of a repeat, and in that case, just tell me to shut up. But
Hmm.
the thing you were talking about making friends and all, I related to it a lot, to be honest. And
Hmm.
is it once again for the shy attitude and not being very strong-minded?
What do you mean?
The thing that most VTuber do that in a way to meet people and make friends, is it once again related to the thing that they are sometimes shy and not
Yeah,
very strong in the mental health state?
yeah. Having like an avatar to like represent you helps a lot.
And did you meet many people like that with a actual very high problem with social stuff and anxiety, blah blah blah? Or is
Yeah.
it just a way of speaking? Because there is
No.
a
No.
difference.
No.
Yeah, go ahead.
No. I have plenty of friends that have a very hard time socializing. Some of them are still awkward even when talking to me. Like they have like a hard time still getting like accustomed to talking to people. It's quite cute actually. But yeah, no. No, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. To be
And that's one of
honest.
my favorite things about VTubing. It gets like a lot of these people a chance to basically like socialize with the people that are oftentimes like themselves.
Hmm.
And you oftentimes end up with situations like I was talking to one of my coworkers, Lena, recently about a collab she was nervous about, and I was just like, bro, the other girl's just as fucking nervous. Shut up. Either you guys are gonna start immediately talking, or you're both gonna stare at each other like two awkward kids at a date.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But as you said, it's a bit cute in a way, but also sad. Or at least to me, it's I view it mostly as sad because yeah, it's I related to it a lot. Like when I do like live stream or stuff like that, I try my best to be my best self, just like we did in D&D. Try to be outspoken, try to take initiative, not be silent, blah blah blah. I not always succeed, but in private, I'm just a big boy, very shy and very timid. I'm like, I hope I don't disturb you. I hope it's okay. Can I message you? Blah blah blah.
Mm.
Oh man,
Oh yeah.
sometimes I think I'm
Even
pathetic.
like even no hold on, because like even like that that you just mentioned, like oh man, like I don't want to bother someone.
Yeah.
I relate to that. I again, like I said before, like I come off as very like aggressive and very like I'm quite functional in conversation and stuff like that. That's because of my day job. Like I used to work retail, right? You
Mm.
can't afford to just kind of be very awkward and silent.
Oh yeah,
You just can't.
I bet.
You can't do it. Especially like I used to work in like a mall location, which is very like lots of people
Oh yeah,
constantly, different people, different
especially in
countries, different
like
jobs.
the end of the year or like Black
Yep.
Friday stuff
Oh
like
my
that.
god. Oh my god. I've almost fought people. But but like deep down I'm still very introverted. And that hasn't changed about me at all. Oftentimes like I have a lot of friends, even friends that are like smaller than me and like as far as like being a creator, right? Where I'm like oh like I'm afraid to reach out to them. What if like they're busy or like what if like Like, what if they're going through something, or what if like they just don't want to talk to me right now, or
Hmm.
like what if they think I'm weird, or like every time that I like reach out to somebody, I always kind of feel like an asshole when I haven't talked to friends in a long time. Because I'm like, oh man, I feel really bad that I haven't reached out to them, but I'm also like, oh, but like what if I like reach out to them now? They think I want to reach out for like some weird reason, or like I'll just wait, and then they'll reach out to me eventually, and then I feel even more like an asshole because I'm like, man, like I'm that person that like everyone else has to reach out to. Like, God, I feel like an asshole. And so like it's a weird mix because like I can't bring myself to actually go and like reach out to people, even though I'm like perfectly fucking valid in doing so. But then I also like feel like a fucking shithead if I don't. So it's just like,
Hmm.
yeah, being introverted's hard, man.
Well, to me, yeah, it's not the same as you, but I get it's the principle stay the same. Is that you don't want to bother people, you don't want to
Yeah.
act in a wrong way. But fortunately for you, I think that it's not as how to say that. It's not as self-diminishing because you are busy, so you don't you 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 forget about the person you were supposed to contact and stuff like that. So it's kind of okay.
Mm.
But when you are staring at the screen like an idiot, say, do I message him? Do I do not? But yeah, someone said this and that, so I should try my best and blah blah blah. Sometimes even I say, I sent a message yesterday. I think I should wait another 2 days before sending another one. So yeah, it's
I do
I've
the same thing. I
oh
literally do
man,
the same thing.
seriously?
Uh, I have an artist that owes me a piece of art that I paid for more than a year ago at this point.
Oh man.
I haven't reached out to them in like a month or two. And I always feel bad when I reach out. I'm like, hey, how you been? Haven't talked to you in a little bit. And so like it's like I don't talk to them often enough to where I can like be like, oh yeah, like I totally care about what's going on in your life. Um anyway, um can I get an update on that? I almost forgot about it. I didn't care about that at all. That's not at all why I messaged you. Like, oh my god, I hate reaching out to people to
uh,
bug them for stuff. I hate it so much.
yeah. I think
Dude, I don't like bothering people.
you remember
But at the
when
same time, it's like, dude, I paid you a year ago for a piece of art.
yeah,
Like,
definitely.
2 fucking year. So it's like, I'm perfectly valid in reaching out, but I just still feel bad. I still can't bring myself to do it.
You remember when I went on the Archcast for my art book like 2 months ago, something like that?
Mhm.
I think I stared at the screen 2 entire day before like reaching out to Arch and asking him for the like, hey, can I come on your stream, please? Yeah, I'm so to be honest, so when I do stuff like that, I'm actually feeling pathetic, and I hate myself for that. And yeah, to be honest, I thought that it
If it
was
makes you feel better, if it makes you feel better, I've been kind of wanting to go on the Archcast again and hang out with Arch and Gibbs for a while, but I still haven't built up the courage to ask them.
they will welcome you with open arms. I'm sure of it. But yeah, I didn't thought it was that widely spread among the VTuber. Like I thought that you or maybe another 2 or 3 other person you knew were like a bit more normal, if I can say that. But apparently you are saying that all of them are like that.
No, I wouldn't say all of them, but me at the very least, 100%.
Okay.
And a lot of the people I know, definitely.
Okay, so it's still a very strong majority.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's crazy. I think I remember the
Sorry, disappointed, Rosa. Gibbs is taking a break. Current co-host is V. I shall
oh
bug them on your behalf. Oh shit, it's V? I love V.
I think that's V that helped you start to be, if I remember correctly.
Well, not start, but he's the one that got me to meet
Yeah.
the the Arch and Kibbs. I met Arch through V, and then I met Kibbs through Arch. And, yeah.
Can you, Executor, can you explain a bit more, like, when you are saying that Gibbs is taking a break, what kind of break?
I think he's just not on the Archcast right now. I think he's taking a break from the Archcast.
Oh, okay. And yeah, hello, Tuxedo. I think I've seen you a bit in the live stream, in me and maybe the Sultans. And I think is also on your stream, Roza, Tuxedo Blackfoot, no?
Talks, yeah. Talks things all the time in my stream, yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit odd that Gibbs is taking a break. I hope everything is okay.
Tux is one of the boys.
But yeah, and one day I hope that V will take interest in what I'm doing. I remember you try to
V,
yeah.
V only cares about two things. All right. Fucking succubi and boobs.
Technically, I have succubi, but not succubi he likes. So yeah.
By the way, V is married.
Oh, I don't care. That's not what I'm aiming at. I'm a classic vanilla man. Like, I just want a wife and a kids and a marriage, and it's okay. But yeah, to stay on the point.
The extent of my conversations with V recently are basically he'll reach out randomly and be like, hey Roza, and I'll be like, yo, what's up? He'll be like, look at this thing I'm working on, and then he'll show me like a fucking like drawing of like a big tittied succubus. I'm like, very nice, V. Head pats the child. Anyway, I love V. He's great.
But to get a bit more, to finish the topic, to be more precise, about the shyness and the
maternity. Someone bred Kibbs. It was me. I am not the father.
I remember, I think it was Iron Mouse, who explained that she had such a bad case of social anxiety that she didn't went out of her house for like 2 years or something like that. And
Wow.
yeah, does this surprise you in the VTubing community?
That's not hard to imagine.
Yeah.
I haven't left my house in like 2 months. So this is not hard to imagine at all.
Yeah, but it's still a bit concerning, to be honest, about the mental health of the VTubing community. Like, is it a gathering of retarded people?
I think if you take any gathering of people, you can call it a gathering of retarded people.
Yeah, maybe.
That doesn't apply to just VTubing. That applies to fucking anything.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Wondering about a health
also,
problem. But
I believe the proper terminology for a gathering of retards is a gaggle.
Oh yeah.
Mike is really. There you go.
Yeah, and the final thing I wanted to ask about this topic is: do you think that the people like you and Calliope and other like people have very strong fuck you attitude? Is it what it's needed for the VTubing community to at least break a bit the cycle of being an awkward idiot?
Well, that depends. If you think the VTubing community is a community, then maybe. But otherwise, it doesn't make a difference. Because at the end of the day, like, the VTubing community, quote unquote, is not a community. It's more of like, again, it's a I'm looking for. It's a presentation style that people who use the same presentation style try to stick around for some reason. Which is why you always see so much fucking drama, because you have people from different actual interests, different groups, different lifestyles, congregating in one place and trying to be friends, and then thinking that like they each own it, but they don't. That's kind of what it comes down to. But I don't think it makes a fucking difference.
It's funny because what you are saying make me think about the music style. For example, let's say we speak about metal. It's not big.
Husband says that Iron Mouse is in her house because of her illness.
Yeah, I know, but I think she also
I think she's
spoke.
like physically sick.
Yeah. She's
Yeah.
in a wheelchair
I
and
don't know enough
all.
about Iron Mouse. So.
But she was also. Maybe I'm wrong, but I've heard that she was also like very like socially anxious, and she didn't want to leave her house and stuff like that. And there was another Japanese VTuber who she that's not her exactly, but the sister of this Japanese VTuber was so bad at social stuff that the sister wanted to find someone to marry her sister. Like, please marry my sister.
Wait, what?
Yes. The sister of the VTuber girl has such a strong case of social life that she didn't had any friends, like no one, actually no one, not even on the internet. And she's like, please marry my sister, at least she will have a life and something. She was trying to help her. It's cute but sad at the same time.
Yeah.
But yeah, what you were saying about the VTubing community, so to speak, it reminds me of the music genre. For example, let's say I like metal. It's not because I like metal or I have a band that I'm actually part of the giant community of metal. Some people will not stick with me and stuff like that. So it's the VTubing world is not a community per se. It's just people who enjoy sometimes similar stuff. But in the end, that doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, exactly. Like it doesn't.
Well, for me, I have no more question. So if the chat has some question, this is the time. Maybe like 5 or 10 minutes, and then we're gonna leave you.
Yeah, I have to pee. Make it quick, chat.
But nonetheless, thank you again, Roza, Gini, to have come, and I definitely hope that you had once more a nice time on my small channel, and that my question and the topic I brought and everything was interesting to you, and yeah, that you feel good in my company.
Yeah, always. I really enjoy like talking to you. So I'm really happy like doing this podcast again. It's a lot of fun.
Thank you. I try to do a bit more research this time and not being an actual idiot. So, please explain to me what is VTubing.
Appreciate it. So hashtag breed Gibbs wasn't me. I pegged him. I didn't breed him. Different. Wasn't me. I do not have to pay child stuff. Nope. That's your problem, chat. You did it, chat. That's you.
Did you worked on your 18 plus page? Like you had a project at one moment to have a dedicated 18 plus Rosa side.
I've always had a dedicated 18 plus page.
Oh, it's still okay.
Yeah, that's on Twitter.
Yeah, but
if you want to see lewd art of Rosa, that's on there.
Oh, not necessarily.
It's just lewd art though. I don't really like do anything else on it. I don't use it for anything else. Why?
No, I was listening, but yeah, I thought it was something that you were trying to do at some point, not that it was already done.
Well, that's been done. Right? I've always had a Rosa but evil account where I basically
yeah, so yeah, I know this one.
Art of Rosa. Yeah. That's what all the lewd art is. Aside from that, I kind of do want. I kind of wanted to do some like play some like adult games on ChatterBait. I think that'd be funny.
Why am I not surprised?
Not actually do anything lewd, but just play the adult games that I can't play on YouTube and Twitch.
There's
a few adult games I like.
You have game that you want to play but cannot because of YouTube?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh. You are something else, Rosa. Definitely, you're something else.
I think one of the subathon goals was the Kibbs pegging art. That was one of the subathon goals. Yep, and that art exists, and it is on the Rosa but Evil or Gini but Evil, I think it's called now. Twitter.
It's possible. And yeah, apparently Mouse stream what she put a goal for a new bed of 1,200. Goal was meant to last for a month and it was funded in 15 minutes. Yeah, not surprised because Iron Mouse is a very, very well liked person.
That gave me a really good idea.
And you talk about VTuber doing.
I should do a donathon for my new mattress.
You talk about VTuber doing collab with actual streamer, and Iron Mouse is one of them. I think she has a bit of ambiguous relationship with a guy named Connor. I think that's the name.
Yeah. Sea Dog VA. Yeah.
Yeah.
Connor.
I don't know if they are together or just friends, but sometimes it's a bit confusing.
A lot of the like the bigger streamers, you'll see that they actually branch out and like have friends that are outside of the VTube sphere. But even then, you're gonna find a lot of them are typically they are like people that work on anime stuff or voice acting, similar stuff typically.
Yep. So I don't see any question on the chat, so I think I will end the stream. Thank you very much, chat, for.
Go pee!
Yeah, you can go pee. But if you can come back, I will maybe ask something after the stream. So you can go now if you want.
Let's go. Alright. Later, chat! Have yourselves a nice, whatever time it is for you. Don't forget to buy the feed flops. I had an idea during today's stream, of making, another pair of flip flops, but they're gonna say "pow" on them or something. They're gonna be like attack chanclas. I'm gonna sell weapons on my store. I'm gonna sell combat chanclas. But anyway, have yourselves a nice, again, whatever time it is for you. Take care. I'm gonna go pee now. Bye.
Bye, Roza, and bye, chat. Thank you very much for coming, and see you later. Bye, chat.